HD FM at HD Boston 98.5, the Sports Hub.
This is Star Market Celtics Tonight. Download the Star Market Deals and Delivery app today.
Jalen forces it up over Steve. No! He tied it! He did it! Jalen Brown from the corner with 5.6 to go. Kick out, open. Tatum steps to his left, three in the air. Got it!
Big boys step up at the right time, man.
The Celtics are brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks and presenting sponsor of the Celtics Radio Network. Please bet responsibly. Your New England Ford dealers, Cambridge Savings Bank, and by Ticketmaster.
Richard shovel back to Porzingis. Having a trail three. Got it! Boston by 14. Kyrie forces one out. Blocked by Porzingis again. Pritchard, half court. It's in the air.
Go!
He got it! He did it again! Peyton Pritchard did it again!
Also brought to you by Clinton Savings Bank, your Eastern Region Lexus dealers, VA New England, Town Fair Tire, Kia North Danvers, Brex, FindMassMoney.gov, Corona, NetSuite by Oracle, your New England Honda dealers, and by DraftKings Sportsbook.
Confetti guns shooting green and white confetti and making the most beautiful blizzard you have ever seen. The Boston Celtics are world champions for the 18th time.
Now, here's Sean Grante and Cedric Maxwell.
At the Chase Center in San Francisco, California, where on this NBA holiday, the Celtics begin a national TV center stage road trip, 4 profile games in 6 nights. It begins against Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors. Away we go. Thanks for spending part of your holiday with us. If you're back in New England, hope you are digging out, enjoying a fun holiday at home. I'm Sean Grande, Cedric Maxwell. Delighted as always to be out of the weather. Joins us shortly. And coming up on the fastest 30 minutes in the NBA, Shaw's and Star Market Celtics today, even faster with our TNT national telecast today. The Celtics got right on their first Western trip this month. Is this the place where the turnaround truly begins? And after the end of the game on Saturday night, do final minutes of games mean more than the 15th minute or the 18th minute or the 28th minute? We'll discuss that, and we'll break down this rematch with the Warriors, who beat the Celtics impressively in Boston back in November, but that was part of the 12-3 start that is now just a faint memory. What has gone wrong here by the Bay, and what is the upside for the Warriors for the rest of this 25 season? We'll explore that. We'll take our trip around the NBA. We'll check in on the early games on this NBA holiday. And last night in Southern California, the Celtics' next 2 opponents went head-to-head in a new location for the first time in a quarter century. Norm finds him up and under a two-handed jam. 21 points. We'll check in with the head coach, Joe Mazzulla.
The runs within the game, or how quickly can you stop a run, or how quickly can you, respond to a run.
But coming up next, the recipe not great to begin with. A back-to-back with the Celtics shorthanded against a healthy and rested Atlanta team that already had a win in Boston. The field was ugly, the game was uglier, and the month-long stretch of stop-and-start frustration for the defending champs continued. We'll look back. Interesting. I'd almost have Capella in the game here, but second free throw, no good. Rebound, Okongwu, and Tatum gives the foul. Cedric Maxwell, ladies and gentlemen. I guess we both said it at the same time. It's all coming up and more as we catch it out of the Celtics and the Golden State Warriors here in San Francisco. We'll kick off the road trip top of the hour on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
This is the story of the one who, as a maintenance specialist for a historic high-rise, knows that vintage charm historically needs constant attention. Which is why, when it's time to upgrade turn-of-the-century mechanicals, they turn to Grainger. With easy access to 1 million-plus products and the scale to deliver when and where you need them. The right tools and supplies are never far away. So the one can keep that vintage building running like new. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Boston Celtics basketball is brought to you by Amica Insurance. At Amica, they understand how important it is to protect the things that matter the most. They put in the time to make sure that you're taken care of. Whether it's talking through all the details of your policy or following up after a claim, your auto, home, and life insurance are more than just policies. They're protection for the life you've built. Visit Amica.com to learn more.
What does the future hold for business? Can someone invent a crystal ball? Until then, over 41,000 businesses have future-proofed their business with NetSuite by Oracle, the #1 cloud ERP. bringing accounting, financial management, inventory, and HR into one platform. With real-time insights and forecasting, you're able to peer into the future and seize new opportunities. Download the CFO's Guide to AI and Machine Learning for free at netsuite.com/Celtics. That's netsuite.com/Celtics.
Hey, Massachusetts, score even more buckets with BetMGM, an authorized gaming operator of the NBA. Enjoy an NBA odds boost token to snag even more winnings on your basketball wagers. Just log into your BetMGM Sportsbook app and add an NBA wager to your bet slip and activate your odds boost token. If you win the wager that was made with the odds boost token, you will receive extra winnings and unrestricted bonus dollars. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Hope is here. Call 1-800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Massachusetts only. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards issued as unrestricted funds. In partnership with MGM Springfield. Play it smart from the start. Live chat at GameSenseMA.com.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub.
Today it was just execution. I think we had the game won. Just I gotta make some better plays. I mean, make a better pass to JB, or maybe if I hold on to the ball, get free throws. It's a different situation. I don't foul Trey. We're still up 2. So I think this game is on me, and just execution on my part has to be better.
Well, that got discussed. Drew Holiday falling on his sword after the game on Saturday night. Welcome back to Charleston Star Market. Celtics today on this Martin Luther King holiday, a holiday the NBA has made its own over the last couple of decades. We got the Celtics and the Golden State Warriors. Let's get you caught up on the news today. First of all, the Celtics are healthy. Golden State is not. Steph Curry is going to play. That is no surprise to anybody. But Draymond Green is out. Podziemski is out. Kuminga is out. Kyle Anderson is out as Golden State kind of limps along here. That's the news. Let's jump right into the end of the game, and then we'll listen to the highlights from the other night, because you could have that game go 1,000 times, and I don't think Drew Holiday is going to make the decisions he made in the final seconds.
Yeah, I mean, everybody makes a mistake. And here's a great veteran player who's going to be a Hall of Famer, made a pass and wasn't a good pass. Or just hold the basketball and get fouled and shoot a couple of free throws. All these things the Celtics did, and basically just went against them, and then topped that off. Not getting a rebound, a defensive rebound. Those things will happen, but the Celtics had the game on their hands.
All right, we're going to talk about Drew's decision to not shoot in a second, because it's always fascinating when there's a second layer to it, and we'll get to it. And then we'll get to this one with the Celtics and the Golden State Warriors here today. Celtics 29-13, as you know, as they begin this 4-game, high-profile Western trip, national TV games, all kinds of excitement. They begin the day 6.5 games behind Cleveland, 2.5 games in front of New York. Knicks are losing at halftime at home to Atlanta this afternoon. We'll update you on all of it. But first, the previous game recap brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code SportsHub. That's code SportsHub for new customers to get $150 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5 only on DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. The same crown that has rested uneasy on the Celtics, particularly on the second night of back-to-backs, which Saturday was, against a rested and suddenly healthy Atlanta team. Celtics wearing the black uniforms tonight with the green numbers. The white letters will go left to right. Atlanta wearing the road red uniforms. White letters and numbers, the yellow trim. Luke Cornett wins the opening tap from Clint Capella. It's in the hands of Derek White. And away we go. Thanks for spending part of your Saturday night with us. Celtics trying to make it 2 in a row here before they head out west. Bogdanovich jump fakes the 3. Return to Trae Young. He steps in, ball fake, scoops, and scores. Tie game. 12-point lead is gone. 19-7 is the quarter for Atlanta here. Celtics have scored 7 points in 8 minutes, and they turn it over. Derek White bounce entry picked off by Bogdanovich. Drives in, and Derek White muscles it up no good, but he's fouled, and Bogdanovich will go to the line. All first quarter for the Celtics. All second quarter belongs to Atlanta. Bounce entry, Cornett finds Tatum, who sneaks in behind. Dyson Daniels for the right-hand slam. Am I crazy to suggest that Luke Cornett has been the best Celtic in this game tonight?
He has been. Passing the basketball, shooting, scoring it.
54-50. Atlanta by 4. Trae Young attacks, floats with that right hand, and it bounces in. Largest lead now for Atlanta, up by 9, 64-55. And if you just walked into the building and asked somebody which team played last night and which team hasn't played in 3 days, it'd be pretty easy to tell. Career high is 25. I know I was wondering. Celtics back within 1. Quick 3 out of the timeout is no good from the Andre Hunter. Long rebound. Celtics have it. Pritchard, long lead ahead of the field. Derek White catches, lays it in, and in a blink of an eye, the Celtics go from 9 down, and they've got the lead back, 67-66. Trae Young against Derek White. Derek has been really good defensively in this game. Trae Young gets the Okongwu screen. He's going to lob a three-pointer and bank it in off 1 foot. A ridiculous shot by Trae Young is his first three of the night. So Atlanta can make it a one-possession game here with 7:47 to go. Dyson Daniels against Sam Hauser. Right-hand dribble, turns the corner, beats Hauser, throws to the left corner. Krejci is all alone, sets his feet, fires the three, and hits it. And Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. Quinn Snyder gets Trae Young out of the game, and the Celtics can't get a stop. Tie game, 33.3 to go. Derek White inbound to Jaylen Brown. Turns the corner on Jalen Johnson. Step back into a 17-footer. Got it. Celtics get the shot, the lead, and the 2-for-1 timeout. Quinn Snyder.
Great play then to get that ball to Brown. Now, how do you counter if you're the Atlanta Hawks here? Are you trying to get something quick? Oh, what are you doing? I wish. Oh, they got the camera on you. Ice Trae.
Now Derek White has to get it inbounds. One thing Atlanta does extremely well is force turnovers. Only OKC forces more. Derek White will trigger the side of the bounds. Boston by 3. Inbound to Tatum in the backcourt. Challenged by Dyson Daniels. Long lead pass. Holiday has it. And throws it back out and throws it away. Drew Holiday and Jaylen Brown missed each other along the sidelines. Well, Trae Young is going to make the second free throw and tie the game, and then Joe Mazzulla will call a timeout, and the Celtics will have 3.5 to avoid overtime. Or will it? Trae Young puts it back in his right hand. The second free throw is good. There's the tie. There's the timeout by Joe Mazzulla. And one of the greatest defensive players and high IQ players of this generation, Drew Holiday, just had a brain cramp and intentionally fouled Trae Young, thinking he was up by 3 and not 2. Jaylen Brown in front of him, back to Dyson Daniels. Daniels throws back towards Trae Young. Bounce entry deflected, but into the hands of Dyson Daniels. Flips it up, and of course he gets the bounce. When it's your night, it's your night. Dyson Daniels, 23 points now on 11 of 14 shooting. With the Celtics up against it. Derek White triggers the inbound. In safe for the Drew Holiday bounce pass. Tatum elevates for a tough three. No good. Rebound Jalen Johnson. Pritchard gives the foul. And they head for the exits here at TD Garden.
Yeah. Add your opportunities.
And the Hawks will win both games in Boston this year. Missed free throw, 4-point margin. Jaylen Brown moves it ahead to Peyton Pritchard from half court. No good, and the ball game is over. Another disappointing night here at TD Garden, where the Celtics have only lost 4 home games all last year. Lose for the 5th time in the last 3 weeks. The final score, Atlanta 119, Boston 115. 62 years of a series history between the Celtics and Hawks. Just the 5th time that the St. Louis/Atlanta Hawks won both games or multiple games in Boston in the same year. Just the 2nd time since 1996. Disappointing night for the Celtics. All right, let's get into the end of the game thing. Because Drew Holiday said afterwards that he did not intentionally foul Trae Young, when it's pretty clear that he did intentionally foul. Okay. I want to step back before that. The turnover obviously was a bad pass to Jaylen Brown, and he owned that. What a lot of people were upset about was his decision to not shoot and not take it to the rim. I'm gonna ask Joe Mazzulla specifically about that. He's gonna bring up something that fans thought he had an open shot. Joe Mazzulla does not agree with that and thought DeAndre Hunter was there and could affect the shot. I know, Max, sometimes you don't have the same memory for detail that I do. Last year, it's a minor understatement, but you do pretty much everything else well and better than me in life. Last year in Memphis, the Celtics were up by 2 in the final seconds, and they were moving the ball around. They got an offensive rebound so they could kill the clock. Memphis had to foul. Drew Holiday got the ball and decided to attack the rim and try to score instead of getting fouled or killing time. Jaren Jackson blocked his shot. Memphis got the ball. They came down to the other end. Santi Aldama had a wide-open 3 to win the game. He missed it, and the Celtics survived. But isn't it funny? He was in the identical spot, and this time he said, I'm not going to get my shot blocked. I'm not going to have the same thing happen again, and then ended up turning the ball over. But that's, to me, at least part of the reason he didn't shoot.
Well, I just think the part of the reason he didn't shoot, to me, was the fact you didn't need to shoot. What you need to do is get more time off the clock. So I didn't mind that at all. Layup or whatever, get more time off the clock. And if you're going to score, get a couple of free throws. It was just the fact you turned the basketball over, and that was the problem.
Nobody, for the most part, this has changed a little bit, has been better on the road against Golden State in the golden era, the championship era here for the Warriors since they first started winning in 2014-15 than the Celtics, who won 6 of the first 8. They've actually lost 2 in a row here in the regular season, but still 6-4. Indiana 7-4, but they've been outscored. The Celtics have outscored Golden State here by better than 5 points a game in an era in which the Warriors have won 3 out of every 4 games they've played at home and outscored teams by 8 points a game. But against the Celtics, it's been completely reversed.
Well, those things happen. Sometimes just styles and fighters make a situation which is going to be completely different. It didn't work out too well when George Foreman was fighting right now Frazier. But on the other side, when Frazier was fighting Ali, that was a better fight. Styles and fighters make things happen.
Player to Bank on brought to you by Clinton Savings Bank. Make your home energy efficient in 2025 with CSB 0 APR heat loan. Apply now at clintonsavings.com. Member FDIC DIF, equal housing lender. Clinton Savings Bank. At experience you can bank on.
Porzingis had rest, comes in. He will get to have a big game today, especially if they get into a situation where they start to switch. Porzingis in the paint, ISO, score all day.
The Warriors had not swept the season series from the Celtics since their first championship year 10 years ago in 2014-15. They have a chance to do that today because they won the game in Boston, running the Celtics off the three-point line, part of their 12-3 start, which obviously has gone south completely since then. But remember, Porzingis, who Max just mentioned, and Jaylen Brown both sat out that game in Boston. Max's keys are driven by your local New England Honda dealers. Contact your local New England Honda dealer for a great deal today.
Control Steph Curry. I think that's the initial point of attack. A guy who is so good at doing one thing and knocking down treys. I would love to see if a good bounce back, maybe from a guy like White, and another bounce back from Jrue Holiday.
He's suggesting that Derek White has struggled a little bit over the last few weeks.
You just going to punctuate that, please?
10 of his last 52 from 3.
I have a dream that he will make a shot today. Whoa. Oh, you see what I did there? That was pretty good. Wow.
Those are Max's keys to the game and keys to this very special NBA holiday. All right, still to come on Shaw's and Star Market Celtics Center. Conversation with Joe Mazzulla. We'll talk about the Jrue Holiday situation at the end of the game against Atlanta on Saturday night. And the other thing you don't talk about with Golden State, Max likes to talk about offensive rebounding. The reason they get so many is because everyone's worried about where the heck Steph Curry is when the ball goes up in the air, and that's why they get a lot of the offensive rebounds, and it's how they beat the Celtics in the game in November. We'll talk about that with Joe. We'll take our trip around the NBA, get you caught up on the early games this afternoon, including another nice performance by Motorcade and the Detroit Pistons on the road. But when we return, Motorcade. Wow. It's not Dyson Daniels, the Great Barrier Thief, but it's up there. Motorcade's pretty strong.
Okay. Okay. Worked on that.
Heard that one yet?
Nice. I have to let it sit for a while. Let it marinate.
Didn't make it to your YouTube
let that one marinate, buddy.
It's all leading up to the Celtics and the Golden State Warriors here in San Francisco on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hair thinning can happen for so many reasons. Whether it's stress or hormones or anything, at Nutrafol we've learned that real change starts below the surface. Our hair growth supplements take a whole body approach and target the key root causes of hair thinning, so you can see visibly thicker, stronger hair in 3 to 6 months.
Hair growth starts from the inside at Nutrafol.com. That's Nutrafol.com.
When you've got real work to do, Metal Supermarkets will help you get it done fast. We've got a huge variety of metals in stock, and we cut to size fast. Bottom line, we get it done fast, so you get it done fast. Doesn't get easier than that. Metal Supermarkets, the convenience stores for metal. Find a store or buy online at metalsupermarkets.com.
This is a story of the one. As a maintenance specialist for university housing, he knows college students can major in wear and tear. Plus, housing so many students doesn't leave a lot of room to house all the supplies he needs. That's where Grainger comes in. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast, dependable delivery, Grainger carries the quality products he needs so he doesn't have to. From a new door hinge to a whole new faucet. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Put a stop to what's bugging you with Burgess Pest Management, the trusted pest control company for me, Mike Felger. I use Burgess Pest Management, and you should too. Go to BurgessPest.com.
Yup, it's time to start preparing for another New England winter. So now may be the time to upgrade your home's insulation, electric water heaters, or even replace your windows before the cold weather gets here. With Clinton Savings Bank's 0 annual percentage rate heat loan, comfort takes on a whole new meaning. With interest-free financing up to $25,000 for energy-efficient home improvements. Apply today at clintonsavings.com.
Member FDIC, member DIF. Call 888-744-4272 for details about credit costs and terms. All loans subject to credit approval.
The Celtics play here at the Sports Hub. Sports Hub headlines.
Bruins win 6-3 over San Jose today at the Garden. Charlie Coyle, the hero, 2 third-period goals, including the game winner. Bees off until Wednesday when they take on New Jersey. Ben Johnson named the new head coach of the Chicago Bears. And the national championship game in college football is tonight, Ohio State and Notre Dame. Headlines are brought to you by Valvoline Innocent Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com. You can save 15% off your next drive to oil change at Valvoline Innocent Oil Change. Now open in Rainham, Reading, and in Braintree. I'm Joe Murray, Grandy and Max. They take you around the NBA next on the BetMGM 98.5 The Sports Hub, Celtics Radio Network.
Cadillac knows that icons aren't just born, they're made. Just like the vibrant, all-electric Lyric. Elevate your style in a Cadillac, the official luxury vehicle of the Boston Celtics, and me, Cedric Maxwell.
Fresh, light, and delicious. Salad kits are on sale at Shaw's and Star Market. Now through Thursday, pick up Taylor Farms, Bright Farms, and Little Leaf salad kits. Select sizes and varieties for just $2.97 each when you use the digital coupon. Limit 3. When you shop with the Shaw's app, you get amazing deals and earn points on every purchase. Short on time? Order free curbside pickup or get delivery. Hurry and save on salad kits, complete with dressing and toppings. Shaw's and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh.
Hi, Cedric Maxwell. As a former professional basketball player, 2-time world champion, and calling the games at 98.5 The Sports Hub, fans know I love the Green Team. I want to share my experience with another amazing Green Team, FindMassMoney.gov. Did you know that 1 in 10 people have unclaimed property from things like an uncashed check, refund from an overpaid bill, or long-forgotten savings account? I found money, and so can you. FindMassMoney.gov is a free service from the Massachusetts State Treasury Office. Visit FindMassMoney.gov and see if you have any green waiting for you.
Right now at Wendy's, get 2 faves for $7. The spicier classic chicken sandwich, Dave's single, or 10-piece nugs. 2 faves for just $7? Gotta be Wendy's.
At participating Wendy's for a limited time only. Select a request 2 for $7 deal to redeem. Not valid in a combo or with saucy nugs. Single item at regular price. Prices may be higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style. It's time for powerful performance, plus plenty of room inside. Start your journey in a brand new vehicle. Check out the Honda Ridgeline, Pilot, or CR-V.
See dealer for financing details.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
Norm finds him up and under a two-handed jam. 21 points, 19 rebounds. Well, fun scouting game for the Celtics last night. Lakers and Clippers played each other, and they played at the Intuit Dome after 25 years of playing each other in the same building. At the building formerly known as Staples Center, now Crypto.com Arena, they played for the first time at the Intuit Dome, and things picked up where they pretty much left off in this rivalry over the last decade, with the Clippers dominating. 116-102 is the final. Ty Lumax is now 18-4 against the Lakers. Wow.
It's just crazy. You think about the Lakers wanted him desperately, but then they didn't want to get out and give him the money.
Both the Lakers and Clippers will play one more time. The Clippers play tomorrow night. The Lakers will host Washington on Tuesday night before the Celtics will play the Clippers on Wednesday at the Intuit Dome, their first ever game there. And, of course, we'll play the Lakers on Thursday night. That another TNT game. Elsewhere last night, the Denver Nuggets, well, you know, everyone's talking about SGA. This is going to be one of the most fascinating MVP conversations we've ever had.
Got his own rebound behind the head over to Jokic, and the layup is up and in.
Jason Koznicki of the Nuggets Radio Network, triple-double in 3 quarters for Jokic last night as Denver goes into Orlando. Magic, by the way, have dropped 12 of their last 18 games. They have fallen out of the top 6 in the Eastern Conference. They're in the play-in, and they got to obviously start getting their guys back.
Well, got to get those guys healthy. If they get healthy, a lot of good things can happen for them.
All right, Miami blew out San Antonio last night. We'll get to today's games in a second, but if you missed last night, Milwaukee continues to play well. They blow out Philadelphia 34 for Giannis in that game. Oklahoma City, no trouble with Brooklyn, as expected, 127-101, 27 more for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in that game. How on earth do you compare Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Jokic when you're trying to choose between them?
I think the way I would compare them right now is I start looking at the records of both teams and start thinking about, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, his team has been phenomenal. So I think I kind of give them the edge on where they're standing now.
All right, let's talk about teams as we get into the trade deadline that have assets that are going to have contending teams drooling. Chicago Bulls season is going nowhere fast. They lose last night in Portland, 113-102. Zach LaVine is sitting there. Vucevic is sitting there. Chicago right now is outside. They're sitting 10th in the Eastern Conference, which technically puts you in the play-in, but they're headed for a 35-win season.
Well, I mean, you're saying those guys are there. Who's going to pull the trigger at the end of the day? Because you know what, Zach LaVine, he wants a max deal.
Let me give you one more big who deserves to be rescued. His name is Jonas Valanciunas, and the Washington Wizards last night finished the first half of the season 6-35. They were one of the worst teams in NBA history. They got blown out by Sacramento. 123-100 was the final last night down the road in Capital City. 29 for Sabonis in that game. Valanciunas, to me, can still help somebody.
Well, he's a guy who can get so many things done, especially with his big size. If he stays away from the trade ball and just concentrates and focuses on being in the paint, he's going to help some team.
All right, one of the things they're holding out hope to here, particularly in San Francisco with the Warriors, is that the Western Conference is so packed together in the middle of it. And when you have teams like Dallas with injuries to Luka Doncic, Celtics will see them on Saturday night, by the way, suffering a bad loss like they did this afternoon. Charlotte goes 17 of 39 from three, and despite a career 31-point, 15 rebounds, 7 block game from Daniel Gafford, Dallas loses at Charlotte.
Well, those things are going to happen again when you're talking about playing these games at this point of the season. You always talk about the All-Star game or before the All-Star game. It's not that far away. People start getting the getaway moves.
Motorcade, 32 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists for Detroit. They go into Houston this afternoon, and with a double-digit win, that's a nice win for the Detroit Pistons, who obviously have already surpassed last year's win total. They go back over 500, and people are talking about Detroit. Oh, they're finally going to be in the play-in. Detroit, to me, has a legitimate chance to get the last non-play-in spot.
Well, it'd be nice to have them in. I mean, Detroit's that team has young, and then you're still talking about Jaden Ivey, who's been out, and they're doing that digitally without him.
All right, the Knicks have come back. They now have a 5-point lead on Atlanta late in the third quarter. 25 for Brunson, 22 for Mikal Bridges in that game. Atlanta coming off the win in Boston on Saturday night. We'll obviously keep an eye on that one as well as the game that precedes this one on TNT. John Morant not playing for Memphis, and the significance there, he joins Luka Doncic now as players ineligible for All-NBA or year-end awards because he's missed too many games. Memphis with a 2-point lead on Minnesota, 102-100 with 2:48 to go, 31 for Anthony Edwards.
Well, Anthony Edwards is a big-time player, and you'll see what Memphis does when we get down there eventually.
DiVincenzo now out indefinitely with a toe injury. And Cleveland on their way to their 36th win. They've got a 19-point lead on Phoenix early in the third quarter. They're running a sprint, and this is the thing about when we're going to listen later on to what Steve Kerr had to say about the Celtics, how Celtic fans shouldn't be worried. And at this point, it's pretty clear that in the tortoise and the hare, that the Celtics just going to let the Cavs, you want to run to 70 wins? Run to 70 wins. If there's an object lesson and somebody that would understand it, it would be Steve Kerr and the fans of the Golden State Warriors, because what was the one year in that when they didn't win the championship was the year they galloped through the regular season and set the record.
You're talking about teams and how they're going to end up, and you're talking about playing in the playoffs, and will you be healthy? I think that's the only thing the Celtics have to think about.
Celtics, Golden State Warriors coming up. We'll talk about it with Joe Mazzulla next on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
A clue.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent.
Aha.
So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle. Tide cleans better than the leading competitive free detergent, and it doesn't leave behind irritating residues.
Plus, Tide Free and Gentle has no dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on her skin.
Case closed.
If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Free and Gentle.
There she is, founder and CEO. High five.
Dave can't stop celebrating with every business owner in town.
All right, Baker Man, high five.
He's sharing the excitement of big savings with the Comcast Business 5-year price lock guarantee.
Up top, bike shop. Yeah.
It's 5 years of gig speed internet.
Quick, high five.
5 years of advanced security.
5 years.
And 5 years of a great rate that won't change.
Yeah, law partners. Chamberlain, Thorpe, Dubois.
All from the company with 99.9% network reliability. Switch today and get the 5-year price lock guarantee.
5 years.
It's back, but only for a limited time.
Woo.
Powering 5 years of savings, powering possibilities. Comcast Business.
Can't forget you, voiceover guy.
Ah, thanks, Dave.
High five.
Ends 3/9/25. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge for new customers on qualifying internet bundle, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
Hey, Massachusetts, score even more buckets with BetMGM, an authorized gaming operator of the NBA. Enjoy an NBA odds boost token to snag even more winnings on your basketball wagers. Just log into your BetMGM Sportsbook app and add an NBA wager to your bet slip and activate your odds boost token. If you win the wager that was made with the odds boost token, you will receive extra winnings and unrestricted bonus dollars. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Hope is here. Call 1-800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Massachusetts only. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards issued as unrestricted funds. In partnership with MGM Springfield. Play it smart from the start. Live chat at GameSenseMA.com.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to drive smarter with high-tech features and excellent reliability. Get a great deal on your next Honda at NewEnglandHondaDealers.com.
The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. WBZ-FM at HD Boston, 98.5, the Sports Hub. He's the ED Road Station.
The Coach's Interview brought to you by Star Market. Check out the Star Market app, earn rewards, and save on your groceries and gas with Star Market for you. Download the Star Market app today. Here's Grandy with the Coach.
All right, Joe Murray, thank you. We got the short check-in with the early tip for TNT today. I promise every time I'm going to keep it short, and I never do because, Joe, you're just that compelling. You know, when the two of us get together, it's just it's impossible to keep it short. So
no question.
I don't have time for all the low-hanging fruit from the final sequence of the game on Saturday night, but this is what I do want to ask because Max and I just talked about it. Does a play, a shot, a decision, a possession matter more in the final 30 seconds than it does with 8 minutes left in the second quarter?
I mean, the easy answer is yes. But to me, you know, when you're close games in the NBA, there's multiple avenues that you can go down, and I think I talked about that in the post game of the 85-75 timeout run that they went on afterwards. You know, that to me, the 15-point second quarter, those things play just as much. If you're looking at the pace of, if every possession matters and getting off to a good start is the same as ending, if all that stuff is the same, those two things are just as critical as points of emphasis as the end of the game execution is. And that's kind of where our perspective is hey, there's an entirety of the game here. You have to be able to manage runs. You have to have an understanding of why the game, you know, to me, you should focus on why the game was close just as much as why you know, we didn't execute there. So that's kind of how we look at it. And, you know, I think that brings balance to the game and have an understanding of how the game can impact, you know, itself throughout.
Brad used to talk more about if the 18-4 run, if you could make that a 12-6 run, that's everything.
No question. The runs within the game are how quickly can you stop a run or how quickly can you, you know, respond to a run. And I can't remember exactly. It was 85-75, and then I think it was, what'd they go?
12-2.
12-2. And if, like I said, if you can make that 12-6, if you can get that 12-8, then that's a little bit of that makes a huge difference.
The intriguing thing to me at the end of the game, maybe it's just how my brain works, was not Drew fouling Trae Young. We've all left, you know, a cup of coffee on the top of the car. We've all done that. But when he made that sort of 50-50 call to not shoot at the end of the game, and I didn't remember it until you said it, but I love this stuff, and I watched it last night. Almost identical scenario unfolded in Memphis last year. That night, Drew decided to attack the rim. He got blocked by Jaren Jackson. Aldama got an open three that would have won the game. And I often wonder, sometimes everything's just white noise and you just forget about things the second they happen. Other times, things, whether you're conscious of them or not, have to stay with you.
No, they do. And I'm not, who's to say that that's exactly what he was thinking. But
sure.
There is no, to me, and I think I said this after as well, is there isn't necessarily a right answer. Should you do this or should you do that? And I think in those particular instances, you know, after rewatching it, I'm not sure he would have gotten the layup on DeAndre Hunter. Was kind of right there, and so it looked, you know, based on the film, I think he made the right bet. He made the right decision. But yeah, I mean, and when you're in those situations, there's no really right or wrong. And it's funny that you have a situation
situation of both examples not going the way we want them, but that's kind of the beauty of the game.
All right, real quick on the Warriors. When I think about the first meeting, I think about not just the physicality Golden State played with, but all the offensive rebounds that they got. And it made me wonder, how many offensive rebounds has Golden State gotten over the last decade plus because teams were so concerned about where Steph was?
Well, that's an example of, usually offensive rebounding is sometimes the case in point of quote-unquote effort and boxing out, but a lot of it has to do with the two-on-ones that are created because of the shift activity on some of the players. And, that's the number one thing is staying underneath these guys, taking away their cuts, being great in your shifts without getting back cut. But, when he has the ability to create two-on-ones, not just on the ball, but off the ball as well because of the, obviously his three-point threat. And that creates opportunities for cuts behind you to be able to get in. So, there was one where I think we got Draymond Green to shoot a three in the corner. He airballed it. Kevon Looney got it. There was a three that bounced out to the half court and to the free throw line that Buddy Hield got. So I think against this team, there isn't one coverage that's going to stop them. It's more about can you win the margins of late game rebounding, late game transition defense, and late game execution.
And can you win the pregame timing when TNT is here? We have, so we're ending it now. Celtics and the Warriors next on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Now Taxes is 100% free when you file in the TurboTax app if you didn't file with us last year.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, just do your own taxes in the app by 2/18.
What if I have lots of forms?
All good, all 100% free.
What if I had 3 jobs?
Still 100% free.
What if I once saw Bigfoot?
That has nothing to do with taxes, so still 100% free.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
Now this is taxes. See if you qualify in the TurboTax app. Excludes TurboTax Live, must start and file in app by 2/18.
Someone had a birthday.
Yep, 50. Can't believe it.
50 years of wisdom.
Great segue. We have health news, a CDC update.
Pneumococcal vaccination is now recommended for adults 50 or older. Says here, we're over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia than adults under 50.
I don't love those odds.
Same. Look what I found. Pfizer's Prevnar 20 is proven to help protect adults against pneumococcal pneumonia and invasive pneumococcal disease in just 1 dose. And millions have already gotten it.
Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you have a severe allergy to its ingredients. A weakened immune system may lower your response. Common side effects include injection site pain and swelling, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138. Visit Prevnar20.com or talk to your doctor or pharmacist.
I'm on Prevnar20.com now, scheduling my appointment.
Good idea. And happy 50th.
When you've got real work to do, Metal Supermarkets will help you get it done fast. We've got a huge variety of metals in stock, and we cut to size fast. Bottom line, we get it done fast, so you get it done fast. Doesn't get easier than that. Metal Supermarkets, the convenience stores for metal. Find a store or buy online at metalsupermarkets.com.
This is the story of the one. As a facility technician installing a new welding station, he knows getting the ventilation right is critical for safety. That's why when questions arise, there's Grainger. Grainger offers detailed technical product information online at his fingertips, so it's easy to find what he needs. Because when it comes to safety, having answers means he and his people can breathe a little easier. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub.
Friday night at the Garden, it looked like the Celtics had turned a corner. A high-effort, elite offensive game against one of the NBA's best defenses. 24 hours later, though, a back-to-back against a rested, young, athletic Atlanta Hawks team was a recipe ripe for trouble. And a series of calamitous mistakes to the pot, it was a stew that was bound to go bad.
Trae Young puts it back in his right hand. The second free throw is good. There's the tie. There's the timeout by Joe Mazzulla. And one of the greatest defensive players and high IQ players of this generation, Drew Holiday, just had a brain cramp.
16 games for the Celtics since the NBA Cup break. 8 wins, 8 losses, just as many questions as answers. For 3 years, the Celtics have been as good as any road team in the history of the game. Now the stage is set for high-profile national spotlight games starting this afternoon against Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors. Next.
This is Boston Celtics basketball.
The 1957 season is over. The Celtics are the world champions.
The Celtics are brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks and presenting sponsor of the Celtics Radio Network. Please bet responsibly. Your New England Ford dealers, Amica Insurance, Shaw's and Star Market, and by Ticketmaster.
The ball game is over. The Celtics have won the World Championship.
Also brought to you by Clinton Savings Bank, VA New England, your Eastern Region Lexus dealers, and by Town Fair Tire.
The Boston Celtics have won the World Championship for the 15th time.
And by Brex, Corona, your New England Honda dealers, FindMassMoney.gov, NetSuite by Oracle, Cambridge Savings Bank, Kia North Danvers, and by DraftKings Sportsbook.
It is banner 17. The mission statement is mission accomplished. It is banner 18. The mission demanded is mission accomplished.
Now, here's Sean Granty and Cedric Maxwell.
At Chase Center in San Francisco, starting lineups this afternoon brought to you by Amica Insurance, exclusive auto, home, and life insurance partner of the Boston Celtics. Dennis Schroeder, the new addition here since last we saw Golden State in the backcourt. Andrew Wiggins, Gary Payton will start for the injured Draymond Green. Golden State will go smaller with Trace Jackson-Davis starting in center. And, of course, Steph Curry, the center of everything for the Golden State Warriors. One of just two players in NBA history to win NBA Finals MVP in Boston that wasn't wearing a Celtics uniform. The Celtics this afternoon will sound like this.
Derek White, University of Colorado.
Drew Holiday, UCLA.
Jaylen Brown, California Berkeley. Jason Tatum, Duke University.
Kristaps Porzingis, Baloncesto Sevilla.
Now remember, Jaylen Brown and Kristaps Porzingis did not play in the first meeting. Steph takes his traditional sprint towards the opposite stanchion as we get set to go here. Standing in the same spots where we stood for the NBA Finals 2.5 years ago. Forgotten part of history. These teams met late in that season. If you had seen that game in late March when the Celtics came to San Francisco and won easily, you thought there was no way Golden State would beat them in a 7-game series.
I'm going to love watching this one today just to see what the Warriors have. Everybody been talking about how poorly they've been playing.
Ford F-150 first quarter presented by Ford F-Series, the #1 selling pickup, #1 truck and brand loyalty. This afternoon's contestant, Michael Walgreen of Quincy. If Boston goes up by 15 at any point in the first quarter, Michael wins the opportunity to see a game from the Ford Sports Deck. Enter the contest at 985thesportshub.com. Celtics in the road, green on the road. Golden State wearing the alternate black jerseys with the yellow letters and numbers. They go left to right. Celtics win the tip. Porzingis into the hands of Derek White, and away we go. Thanks for finding us on this special NBA holiday. Kristaps Porzingis puts it back in the hands of Tatum out at half court. Shot clock at 8. Bounce pass for Porzingis. Right side three is a line drive, and it's good.
Man, he shoots that stuff immediately. This time catching that basketball off his fingertips.
He's up to 38% now from three. Been on a nice run. Trace Jackson-Davis, handoff for Schroeder. Coming to get it. Wiggins turns the corner right down the middle. His kicks out to the right corner. Payton waiting. His three is no good, and Tatum has the weak side rebound. Tatum to push up the right side. His former teammate Schroeder waiting for him. Entry deflected away by Steph. Tatum turns it over. Schroeder for Payton, who dives in, goes to the left hand, misses at the cup. He took off too early, and he missed the layup. Drew Holiday back the other way. Swings it right side. Tatum up fakes on Steph. Steps into an open 16-footer swish.
Nice job getting where you wanted to go then.
Steph races up the left side. Drew Holiday waiting for him at a dotted line. Kick out. Schroeder's pass into the corner. Deflected out of bounds by Derek White.
When did you think that Steph Curry was okay for him to run down the floor by himself with the basketball?
You're so used to running to the wings to get in front of Steph that you're forgetting that he's more than willing to go the distance. Trace Jackson-Davis puts in the hands of Gary Payton, the second. Finds Wiggins, three right side, too strong, back iron to the rebound for Derek White. This is the 20th anniversary of his dad, Gary Payton's dad, playing for the Celtics that 1 year. Derek White, high left-hand dribble, push pass for Drew Holiday straight away. 12 on the shot clock. Ball move, first touch for Jaylen Brown against the smaller Schroeder. Jaylen spins right around him, pump fake, and then at the last second, throws it out to the right corner where Porzingis is wide open for three.
All by himself again in the corner.
Celtics score the first 8. Schroeder, offensive end, steps to his left into an open three. No good. Back iron. Rebound belongs to Payton, and he's able to throw it back out to Wiggins. Wiggins bounce entry. Trace Jackson-Davis. Porzingis just walking away from him. Not interested in him at all defensively. Handoff. Schroeder steps to the baseline and knocks down the 16-footer. Offensive rebounding is how Golden State won the game in Boston, and it's how they get their first points here today. 8-2. Tatum
Deep on the left side against Trace Jackson Davis. Puts him to sleep with that dribble. Steps to his left. Three comes up a little bit short of the rebound for Gary Payton. Long lead looking for Jackson Davis. He comes up with it away from Drew Holiday. Pump fake. Derek White sails by, and then Jackson Davis throws it down with the left hand. Drew Holiday had it played well, but he was given away 6-7 inches and couldn't get the jump ball.
Great touchdown pass.
8-4 is the Boston lead. Drew Holiday to his right, chased by Curry. Feeds him into Trace Jackson Davis. Holiday will back it out. Move to Porzingis and get Steph Curry at the free throw line. Here's the post up. Pump fake. Elevates 12 feet. Jumper bounces out. Holiday inside out. Couldn't get a hand on the rebound. And Wiggins will lead the break. Schroeder for Jackson Davis. Hand back to Schroeder. Turns the corner with Derek White chasing. Dribbles to the right elbow. His jumper bounces in. Nice bounce back here for the Warriors. It's 8-6 Celtics. Derek White throws the shoulder into Schroeder. They never played together. Derek White came right after Schroeder was traded. Derek White falls down. Schroeder pounces onto the timeout for the jump ball.
Derek White has been doing that lately. I must say, like something slippery on the bottom of his shoes. He gets going, and then he kind of falls on his butt. I've seen him do it at least 3 or 4 times in these last couple of games.
I think the most memorable game to me in the Schroeder era, in that first half of the Ime Udoka year that ended with the Celtics playing right here in the NBA Finals, was a game against the Lakers around Thanksgiving when he was the best player on the floor. Derek White wins the jump ball. Jaylen Brown, though, can't hang on to it. Payton rips it away, and here's Steph. Gets away from Derek White. No-look bounce pass for Wiggins, who dives in, misses the layup. Battle for the offensive rebound. Wiggins goes up with it. Blocked by Derek White. Loose ball. Jaylen Brown finally pulls it down, but instead of grabbing it, he tried to race up the floor with it, and he dropped it out of bounds.
It's time to tell you first grade, pick the ball up. Don't travel it. Try to dribble the ball in a crowd of people. 2 times, Jalen's done the same thing. Pick the ball up. Bring it into the body.
Those are the mistakes that have characterized this 8-8 stretch. Why the Celtics, even though the stats are dominant, have not won close games. Schroeder, bounce pass, Curry cutting in the paint. Extra bounce pass for Payton coming strong. Lays it in with left hand. And remember that 8-0 Boston lead? It's gone. We start again, tied at 8. 3.5 minutes in. Derek White throws the shoulder into Schroeder. Spins to his left-hand dribble. He's got a lane to the basket. He's closed on by Jackson Davis, so he kicks out the Porzingis. Swung to Jaylen Brown. Bowling his way in on Schroeder. Exposes the ball. Payton knocks it away. Jaylen dives to the floor to keep it. Throwing it out to Porzingis. Lobs it left side. Tatum pretty good look at a 3, but that's off. And the rebound belongs to Golden State. Celtics do not have their thinking caps on here early.
Joe Mazzulla's going to call timeout here in a minute. Steph wide open.
Catches, shoots. But he misses the open 3 and the rebound for Jaylen Brown. Drew Holiday lobs it ahead. Porzingis catches. Curry gives the foul to prevent the layup. And Porzingis will get free throws.
The reason why that pass worked because you threw it up in the clouds. Threw it up in the air where only the giraffes are at. The hyenas is down there at the bottom. Couldn't get to the basketball.
Steph doesn't have the same number of hyena with him today, with Draymond Green out and Pajemski out and Kuminga out and Kyle Anderson out. Golden State plus 131 with Steph on the floor this year, minus 108 with him off. The offense craters for Golden State, not surprisingly, when he leaves the game. Porzingis gets the first free throw to break the tie.
Tell you what, Porzingis really seemed like he's focused here. In these games, he's come back.
And people are pointing at him like that's disrupted the lineup. Porzingis has not been the problem here the last few weeks. He's playing great. But he came back at a time. If there's a lull in a title defense, Porzingis doesn't feel it because he hasn't been playing. He wants to get out there and play, and he just happened to come back at a time that a lot of other guys took their foot off the gas pedal. Free throw is good for Porzingis. 10-8, 2-point Boston lead here in minute number 5 in San Francisco. Steph Curry deep on the left side. Moves to his right behind the Jackson Davis screen. His right side 3 comes up short. Steph's had 2 pretty good looks, and he's missed them both. Santos getting the early entry here for Golden State. Derek White lobs it down low, looking for Drew Holiday. It got knocked away. Curry got a hand on it. Now Wiggins brings it to the offensive end. If Curry wasn't the MVP of the NBA Finals, Wiggins would have been. And this was lost last year. Wiggins push pass back out to Santos. Right side 3, no good. Back iron, rebound. Trace Jackson Davis finds Curry. He's not going to keep missing, is he? Nope. Another offensive rebound. Put back 3 for Steph Curry.
Don't throw the ball. Don't, please.
Derek White forced it into Jaylen Brown against Steph. Shuttles it back to Derek White. Pretty good look at the left side three, and it's good. Maybe this is the day that it doesn't take Derek White 16 threes to make 5. 13-11, Boston by 2. Steph dribbling in traffic. Porzingis waiting. Tiptoes the baseline, walks to the corner, keeps it away from Holiday. Santos gets it back from Schroeder, sets himself, fires the three, no good. Back iron, rebound, belongs to Porzingis. And Jaylen Brown was really having trouble with Jackson Davis. Holiday, diagonal lead for Derek White. Attack Schroeder onto the basket. He got bumped. They have to call that foul. They do. And the Celtics will have the side out of bounds when we return. Boston came roaring out of the gate. They got the first 8, but their lead now is just 2. 6:24 to go. Opening quarter at Chase Center. Boston 13, Golden State 11. On the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
This is the story of the one. As a facility technician installing a new welding station, he knows getting the ventilation right is critical for safety. That's why when questions arise, there's Grainger. Grainger offers detailed technical product information online at his fingertips, so it's easy to find what he needs. Because when it comes to safety, having answers means he and his people can breathe a little easier. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey students, get an easy A with Clinton Savings Bank's Get Real checking account for ages 16 to 25. It comes with access to over 55,000 surcharge-free all-point ATMs and has mobile banking with remote deposit. So it doesn't matter if you're in your hometown or away at school. You can do your banking anywhere right from your phone. You can also set up text notifications and add your debit card to your mobile wallet for an easier checkout. If you're over 18, you can even open an account online at clintonsavings.com. Clinton Savings Bank, member FDIC, member DIF.
Hey, Massachusetts, score even more buckets with BetMGM, an authorized gaming operator of the NBA. Enjoy an NBA odds boost token to snag even more winnings on your basketball wagers. Just log into your BetMGM Sportsbook app and add an NBA wager to your bet slip and activate your odds boost token. If you win the wager that was made with the odds boost token, you will receive extra winnings and unrestricted bonus dollars. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Hope is here. Call 1-800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Massachusetts only. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards issued as unrestricted funds. In partnership with MGM Springfield. Play it smart from the start. Live chat at GameSenseMA.com.
Puka, Bella, I'm sure you've noticed some changes.
Who are you talking to?
I'm just practicing for when I have to tell the dogs about the twins. You know, because they'll...
Be fine in the spacious third row seat.
But the twins...
Can sleep peacefully thanks to the rear manual sunshade.
And what about the...
Extra cargo space for strollers and dog beds?
I guess you're right.
Can we go to the hospital now? The contractions are getting closer.
The 3-row Lexus TX. Because everyone should feel like the center of the universe. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Felger and Naz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
Celtics by 2, 13-11. Randy of action, the Amica Insurance broadcast booth. Celtics basketball presented by Amica Insurance. And Amica, they build a game plan with you in mind. Visit Amica.com today to learn more about Amica's award-winning customer service. Celtics built an 8-0 lead, but Golden State already with 4 offensive rebounds, 3 Celtics turnovers, and Joe Mazzulla likes to talk about shot margin. How about 16 shots already for Golden State and just 7 for the Celtics?
Well, and that's what I'll tell you. I normally talk about that second chance opportunities, but today I felt it's just as important controlling Steph Curry, considering he's missing a bunch of his compadres.
Draymond Green left the game early the other night. A kinder, gentler Draymond Green. Of course, the last game here was Washington. Jordan Poole was here. And after the game, Jordan Poole said, hey, I love those, I love being here. I love my time here. I love those guys. Pause. I love most of those guys. And when the tweet went out, Draymond Green quote tweeted it and said, I really am sorry. Trying to put that moment behind him. So I thought maybe he would apologize to you. Did you get to see him today? Or?
Where's he at? I'll go down and see him. You want to give me a time away from the mic? We can go do a kumbaya.
I think people would be far more interested in your conversation and
because
make good moment.
Because the only thing I'd say to him was, if there was anything that I felt I was been wrong about, is the fact I'm trying to bring one era into another. My era, there would have been fights going on, and it's all I pointed.
To the uninitiated, during the NBA Finals, Max said in his very colorful way that in his era, that somebody would have, I believe, knocked him the heck out, essentially, something along those lines, for the way he played. Remember he really got out of hand in Game 2 of the Finals here.
Kicked Jaylen Brown in the head.
Well, that's kind of what I'm getting at. In any case, Draymond did not appreciate it. There was sort of a cold moment between the two of you here. I want to say after Game 5, maybe.
Well, a cold moment where he came up to me and he was chastising me. It's like, really? Okay. And as you tell me, oh, we're not heard around. Nobody really listens to us. Yeah, okay. All right.
Maybe a few more people last couple of years.
Yeah.
So out of the timeout, Buddy Hield is going to check in. He has really hurt the Celtics the last couple of years. He has not had a good year here. Buddy Hield has, in many ways, been the barometer for Golden State's season. He came roaring out of the gate, was neck and neck with Peyton Pritchard for sixth man. But as Golden State's season went south, remember, Golden State was 12-3. No team that has started 12-3 has ever missed the playoffs. Derek White enters to Porzingis. Porzingis throws the shoulder on to Miles Moody, flips up with the right hand, no good. Moody played it well. Porzingis and Al Horford playing together here. Diagonal lead, a little too far for Buddy Hield. He's able to keep it in bounds, and it bounces right back to him, and he's able to throw it to Santos for the two-hand slam.
Those are the two of the bounces. The Celtics just had two guys ran to get the basketball, knocked it back in bounds.
Guy Santos getting the early run here with all the injuries. We're tied at 13 midway through the first. Drew Holiday. Left-hand dribble, driving on Steph, gets to the paint, pump fake. The last second, throws out to Al Horford. Right side three is off. Offensive rebound on the weak side. Derek White, he's falling out of bounds. Can't hang on to it. Thought he got bumped. Extra chances here. Boston turnovers and Golden State offensive rebounds early is the reason we're tied. Steph, watched by Jaylen Brown, moves to the left side. Buddy Hield. Kevon Looney with the bounce entries. Santos. Santos hand back to Buddy Hield. Horford closes on him, so he'll throw back out on the wing. Santos for Hield. Push past Moody. He's going strong down the right side. Throws it the last second to Looney. Cranks up a 12-footer. Swish from the baseline. So it's now a 15-5 Golden State run, and the Warriors lead by 2. Porzingis for Jaylen Brown straight away. Uneven first quarter for the Celtics, continuing their theme in the last 5 weeks. Jaylen Brown strong down the left side. Pump fake, turns on Looney. Tough fall away is good. Great defense, better offense.
That was a great shot. Falling away like that with a 7-footer's hand in your face.
Jaylen Brown is on the board. Here comes Steph attacking, scooping over Porzingis. No good, but he's knocked down, and Steph Curry will go to the free throw line to break this tie. What is the most amazing thing, there's a lot of strange things about this Golden State season. The Warriors are dead last in the NBA in free throw shooting, and that is with Steph. Counting Steph's free throws, they still are last in the league. If you take Steph out of the lineup, they shoot 68% from the free throw line, which is absolutely horrific in the NBA. First free throw here obviously is good.
Steph shoots an in at night with his eyes closed, I think.
94% of the year, he makes them both. Net barely moves on him. 17-15, Golden State by 2. Celtics 5 of 10, Golden State 7 of 18. Drew Holiday, front court. Steph Curry watching him. Jaylen Brown trying to get free from Moody to set the screen. Holiday pass back deflected. Holiday's got it back, keeping it away from Moody. Celtics almost turns it over again. Drew Holiday spins, drives on Moody, steps through him, and scores off the window.
Wow, finally got a ball that came back to the Celtics. A little bit more hustle, a little bit more focus.
Game tied at 17. Looney, the handoff to Buddy Hield. It hurt the Celtics not just with Golden State this year, but obviously with Indiana last year. Santos, watched by Horford, kick out Steph, bounce pass, sends Looney driving in, a scoop shot, he was off balance, no good, rebound off Santos, out of bounds, Celtics ball.
Didn't have enough on that, tried to jump between two guys and just toss it up towards the rim.
Al Horford, as he always does, wanted the basketball to inbound it quickly, but the Celtics were substituting. Porzingis and Holiday come out, Lou Cornett and Peyton Pritchard enter. Steve Kerr wants to get Wiggins and Schroeder back in. Steve Kerr's pregame press conference, must see as always. Pretty fascinating the 2 days he got to do it against the Celtics this year. Jaylen Brown moving to his right, picks up his dribble, finds Pritchard straight away up, fake, steps around Looney. He's deep in the paint, lobs it for Cornett for the two-hand slam.
That was a nice job. And those guys playing together so much, their reaction time, their chemistry is getting much better.
19-17, Boston by 2. Buddy Hield returns to the Steph. Here's a crazy deep three for the right side, short. And the rebound for Luke Cornett. Steph's been human here, 1 of 4 to begin the game.
Somebody come get the ball.
Al Horford bounce, entry deflected, but it was kicked. So it'll be a reset for the Celtics on the side of the bounce.
Jalen's trying to do a lot of posting up. And when he's posting up, there are hands getting between him and the pass. If he's going to get that pass, he has to go connect himself to that basketball. himself. What do you mean connect himself? You close the distance so defenders can't run between the passing lane.
A little quiet in here right now. Derek White for Jaylen Brown. Oracle Arena was as loud as any building in the NBA. Stepping to his right, Jaylen Brown's three is no good. Back iron, long rebound. Horford's got it. Kick out Pritchard. Pritchard against Schroeder. Push pass for Jaylen out of the Bay Bridge logo. Turn to the corner, driving. Jaylen scooping with the right hand and gets the bounce off the window.
Try to get the contact, but jump by the defenders then.
6 straight for the Celtics. They lead by 4. Schroeder stepping behind the Jackson Davis screen. Pritchard trying to decide whether to put it to the floor. He does, then finds Wiggins. Jaylen Brown slides his feet but makes contact and is called for the foul. So Steve Kerr, obviously outspoken about many things, including politics. The 2 games against the Celtics when he spoke to the Boston media specifically. The day after the election in Boston, and of course, Inauguration Day today. He said he didn't watch. He was watching Celtics tape.
Me too.
I don't blame him. Wiggins on the inbound for Schroeder.
It's cold there too, man.
It was indoors. It was all good. Buddy Hield steps to his left. His three is no good, but he got bumped into from behind by Sam Hauser, and Buddy Hield's going to get 3 free throws.
Hauser tried to come on the backside and hit that basketball.
Celtics by 4, but some free throws coming for Buddy Hield when we return. 2:58 to go opening quarter on Martin Luther King Day in San Francisco. Boston 21, Golden State 17 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
You turned your dating app for pets into a business, which just turned over its first billion. You turned around the fortunes of a failing football club, politely turned down a Nobel Peace Prize, and turned up on Mars in your own reusable rocket. All while struggling to turn on the dishwasher. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover business development titles on Audible.
Celtics coverage on the Sports Hub is brought to you by Amica Insurance. Peace of mind is a valuable thing, especially when it comes to you and your family. Whether it's your auto, home, or life insurance, Amica has policies that fit your specific needs. And their friendly and knowledgeable representatives will work with you to make sure you have the right amount of coverage in place. Visit amica.com to learn more.
Playoffs? We talking about playoffs? You bet we are. And get in on the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Scoring touchdowns is key to winning in the playoffs. And the key to you scoring big is betting on them at DraftKings, the #1 place to bet touchdowns. Ready to place your first bet? Try betting on something simple like a player to score 6. Go to the DraftKings Sportsbook app and make your pick. New DraftKings customers can bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use the promo code SPORTSUP. That's promo code SPORTSUP for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours.
Hope is here. Call 800-327-5050 or gamblinghelplinema.org. 21 plus. Play it smart from the start. GameSenseMA.com. Massachusetts only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/ftball.
With the Shawzer Star Market Deals and Delivery app, you'll earn points on every purchase. And now there are even more ways to easily redeem your points for rewards. Members enjoy personalized deals and can save up to 20% weekly. Earn gas discounts of up to $1 a gallon at participating stations. And can easily opt in to redeem points for automatic cash off at checkout. Just set it and forget it. All with the Shawzer Star Market Deals and Delivery app. Become a member for free when you download today.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub.
He's somebody that had a dream for all Americans, and he dreamed for equality, and he really was firm in believing in that and giving people opportunities.
I say love. That's just what he was preaching, that everybody deserves love. You should give love to everybody regardless of their skin color, and just judge people about who they are.
Everyone nowadays is forever grateful for what he did in his time.
The NBA family honors Dr. King.
Several members of the Celtics, Al Horford, Derek White among them, talking about Martin Luther King. And there's many different ways to interpret the legacy as it pertains to the NBA. But to me, it's to see so many of these young men who were born, 20, 30 years after we lost Dr. King, who have carried on his tradition of service and trying to make the world a better place.
I tell you what makes me really think about all that is the fact I was there during that time. I was living during the time Dr. King went through all the things, and Dr. King was assassinated. Do you remember that? I was in the 6th grade.
One of the most amazing things that we get to do on this tour, I was able to take my son last year for the first time, is go to the National Civil Rights Museum in Memphis, which if you've never been there, it's an amazing take anyway, but it also is built attached to the Lorraine Hotel in Memphis, which is where the assassination took place. And it is untouched. The room is untouched. It's the exact same thing that you've seen in movies and documentaries. Buddy Hield misses 2 of 3 free throws here, so the Celtics lead by 3.
Whoa.
Tatum, bad entry towards Cornette, threw it away, knocked loose by Wiggins. Long lead for Buddy Hield the other way. His 3 is no good, and Cornette flies back in to get the rebound, but it's taken away from Horford. Miles Moody steals another offensive rebound and then throws it into some very, very, very expensive seats in the front row.
Too many second chance opportunities right now. Tatum can't throw it to an area like that. What was Luke going to do with the basketball if he caught it?
Dribble between his legs and crossover and pull up for a jumper.
Whoa.
Pritchard, how about a deep 3 from Pritchard? Nope, back iron. This has been an uneven game here. Celtics by 3. Schroeder, offensive end against Sam Hauser. Step back, doesn't want the shot. Buddy Hield returns it to Schroeder. Bounce entry, Jackson Davis will shovel pass. Hield squares for 3. That's off. Rebound Tatum, and they're starting to gasp a little bit with Buddy Hield missing all these open shots. He misses 2 free throws and 2 wide open threes. Tatum steps to his left. His 3 is right down the middle. And even with the mistakes and even with the failure on the defensive glass, Celtics still lead by 6 as they're making their threes. 4 of 9, Golden State 1 of 11. Wiggins spins. Hauser knocked the ball away. Wiggins has to retreat. Schroeder straight away. The outstretched left hand of Al Horford in his face. Schroeder, pump fake. Al has just gobbled up his former teammate in both Atlanta and Boston. Buddy Hield, left-hand dribble, trying to throw it back out, deflected by Horford. And then as it comes near Hield on the ground, all he can do is swat his foot at it. And the kick ball actually is a good play because it stops the Celtics' fast break.
Celtics had numbers going the other way. Good hands then. Normally I said don't reach for the basketball. Al was able to get those big mitts in there and knock that basketball away.
Buddy Hield is the guy basically that sent the Celtics home in the NBA Cup last year. In a quarterfinal game at Indiana. Tatum, stop and start down the left side, pull up on Jackson Davis. Tough fall away from the baseline, bounces out. Cornette keeps the rebound alive, and the quick putback is up and good. Can of Cornette.
Work big Luke.
11-1 is the Boston run here. They lead by 8, 26-18. Largest lead for either side here in the first. 1:10 to go until the quarter break. Steph is out of the game. Where do the points come from? Wiggins pounding Pritchard to the mid block. Help comes from Hauser. Kick out, Schroeder. Ball fake, going to take the 3 over Tatum. Air ball. And now Horford will let it bounce out of bounds. And Dennis Schroeder, who had a pretty good start to the year shooting a 3 since he has come to Golden State, he has been horrendous. Celtics can take a double-digit lead anyway, despite a lot of things going wrong here in the first quarter. Tatum, bad entry, but Horford saves it out to the right corner for a Sam Hauser 3. Celtics are doing this, Max, in spite of themselves.
Why do they keep throwing the ball into traffic? I mean,
they're playing
an NFL football game.
Do you ever get really good at a video game where you start making it hard for yourself? That's what the Celtics are doing here. Up by 11, 29-18. 2 for 1 here for Golden State with 35 seconds to go in the quarter. Buddy Hield. What is going on here with Hield and Schroeder? Look like shells of themselves right now. Schroeder, right side. Al Horford trying to pull the rug on him. Reaches out, slaps the ball away. Out of bounds. It hit Al. He's signaling to the bench to make the replay signal.
No, Al straightened him out. And
say,
the referee said, you're right this time, Al. You didn't chop down the cherry tree.
So, Celtics by 11 and the ball, and they can hold for the final shot here of the first quarter. Shot clock is off, 15 seconds left. Well, if the Celtics had been sharp here, they'd be up by 20 right now. Pritchard out on the wing against Moody. Here's the lob entry. Al Horford, 7 seconds to go. Horford pounds Schroeder. Steps in the paint. Kick out to the corner. Hauser relocates. 3, though, rims out. Offensive rebound. Horford's putback is no good. Wouldn't have counted anyway. And that will do it for the first quarter, which the Celtics get off to a slow start on the glass. Commit a couple of turnovers, but they settle it down. The Warriors can't make a 3, and it's an 11-point game at the end of 1 at Chase Center. Boston 29, Golden State 18 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Millions of Americans take medicine like Ozempic and Zepbound. Many of them are overpaying by thousands of dollars a year. These GLP-1 medications for diabetes, weight loss, and more may not always be covered by your insurance, but GoodRx can help. GoodRx helps you save every month on prescriptions at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide. Best of all, it's free to use. Check GoodRx to save on GLP-1s. Just go to GoodRx.com/GLP. That's GoodRx.com/GLP. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
You turned your dating app for pets into a business, which just turned over its first billion. You turned around the fortunes of a failing football club, politely turned down a Nobel Peace Prize, and turned up on Mars in your own reusable rocket. All while struggling to turn on the dishwasher. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover business development titles on Audible.
Taxes was feeling so stuck. Sitting in traffic, squeezing into a parking spot, all to squeeze in getting tax help during your lunch break. Now Taxes is a TurboTax expert who does your taxes for you, while you go about your day getting real-time notifications about their progress and the most money back guaranteed. Now this is Taxes. Intuit TurboTax. Get an expert now on TurboTax.com. Only available with TurboTax Live Full Service, real-time updates only in iOS mobile apps. See guarantee details at TurboTax.com/guarantees.
Some vehicles are simply made. Cadillac vehicles are made to be iconic, and whether that's being made to be vibrant in an all-electric Lyriq, made to be epic in a luxurious Escalade, or made to be thrilling with the dynamic performance of CT4 and CT5, Cadillac is always made to be bold. This is Cedric Maxwell, and I can tell you that icons aren't just born, they're made. Visit your New England Cadillac dealer, the exclusive luxury vehicle of the 18-time world champion Boston Celtics. And me, Cedric Maxwell.
Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 98.5thesportshub.com.
Brex is proud to be the official corporate card of the Boston Celtics. Brex cards help over 25,000 companies make every dollar count. Learn more at Brex.com/grow. Celtics lead has grown. They closed that first quarter on a 14-1 run. They lead by 11, 29-18. They got off to a slow start on the defensive glass. And what did you say about traffic?
Throwing into traffic. I mean, Gronk's not out there, is it? I mean, you're throwing it right into where 2 or 3 defenders are.
Well, that takes on different meaning in San Francisco now. I know you didn't get a chance to get outside yesterday. So you've heard about the driverless cars.
I saw one.
They are everywhere here in San Francisco, to the point where at first the joke, like you're taking a video like, oh my goodness, a driverless car, and then by the end you're taking videos of cars that have drivers because it's more unusual. They are everywhere here in San Francisco.
I saw one yesterday when I actually went out to eat and coming around the corner, but coming around the corner fast though. I'm like, damn. Okay, I know nobody's in there, but very interesting.
All right, Steph returns to begin the second quarter here for Golden State with the Warriors down 11.
I can't believe it's the 16th year for this kid, Steph Curry.
All-timer. Top 10 NBA history. Can't really argue that. He whips it across court, and even Steph hits the basket with that pass. My goodness, what is going on here today?
2 o'clock game.
Tatum deep on the right side against Wiggins.
Somebody set a pick.
Left-hand dribble. Wiggins trying to hold his ground. Tatum fights through him, finds the cutter. Pritchard. Shovel pass for Holiday, who scores off the window.
Wow. Great.
Pritchard decided ahead of time what he was going to do with that. 31-18. Celtics by 13. They trail this game by 2. It's a 16-1 run. Wiggins bumps with Holiday, runs it off the wrong foot. Back iron, no good. Horford deflects the rebound towards Peyton Pritchard. Pritchard against Steph Curry. Deep on the left side. Pritchard switches to the left hand. Gets to the baseline, throws back out to Holiday. 12 on the shot clock. Holiday drive, crazy shovel pass. Horford, a bad pass cross court, but it somehow gets to Pritchard. He'll just launch a deep three. It comes up short. Offensive rebound, Drew Holiday, and he is fouled on a reach-in.
How in the world?
What is going on here?
Yeah.
This is a whole game of driverless cars.
I mean, they're talking about some of these passes. How in the world did Drew Holiday get that ball to Al Horford? I mean, with a bullet left hand under the rim.
Lindy Waters is in for Golden State with Looney, Curry, Wiggins, and Payton. Pritchard, Horford, Tatum, Hauser, Holiday. 5 on the floor for the Celtics. Here is Jason Tatum, top of the circle against Steph. Pull up, 19 feet, no good, wide left. The rebound for Looney. Angles it ahead on the wing. They enter to Payton against Peyton Pritchard.
Smalls on the post. Kick out Wiggins. His three over Horford. No good. And the rebound for Jason Tatum. And this is not sustainable here. Golden State 1 of 13 from three. Pritchard backs it out of the wing. Puts it in the hands of Drew Holiday. Now Tatum. Tatum turns the corner. Looney waiting for him straight away. Tatum dribbling between his legs. Here's the step back three. Nope. Offensive rebound, though. Drew Holiday got there and looked like he knocked it off Wiggins out of bounds. That's the call on the floor. Celtics have it. Horford wants it quickly before Steve Kerr can even look back at the Golden State bench. And the officials are not giving Al Horford the ball. They want to give Golden State a chance to challenge. They don't want to. So Horford inbound to Pritchard in the corner. Pritchard, right-hand escape dribble away from Waters. Out of the wing for three. Comes up short. Now the Celtics have gone cold, and a rebound for Wiggins. Still 31-18. We've been here for a while. Celtics by 13. Steph switches to the right hand. Drives on Hauser. Kick to the corner. Waters three. Air ball. Rebound offensively, and an easy putback for Looney. Golden State is missing shots so badly that the rebounds are difficult to predict.
Hit Tatum right in the hands, though.
That ends a run. Golden State have missed about 10 shots in a row. Tatum strong down the right side. Two-hand slam. Once he beat Looney, there was no rim protection. Timeout, Steve Kerr.
Good pick then by Al Horford. He gave him that separation, and once he got started towards the rim, slammo.
9:36 to go first half. Boston 33, Golden State 20 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
You turned your dating app for pets into a business, which just turned over its first billion. You turned around the fortunes of a failing football club, politely turned down a Nobel Peace Prize, and turned up on Mars in your own reusable rocket. All while struggling to turn on the dishwasher. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover business development titles on Audible.
When you've got real work to do, Metal Supermarkets will help you get it done, fast. We've got a huge variety of metals in stock, and we cut to size, fast. Bottom line, we get it done fast, so you get it done fast. Doesn't get easier than that. Metal Supermarkets, the convenience stores for metal. Find a store or buy online at metalsupermarkets.com.
There she is, founder and CEO. High five.
Dave can't stop celebrating with every business owner in town.
All right, Baker Man, high five.
He's sharing the excitement of big savings with the Comcast Business 5-year price lock guarantee.
Up top, Bike Shop. Yeah.
It's 5 years of gig speed internet.
Quick, high five.
5 years of advanced security.
5 years.
And 5 years of a great rate that won't change.
Yeah, law partners. Chamberlain, Messethorpe, Dubois.
All from the company with 99.9% network reliability. Switch today and get the 5-year price lock guarantee.
5 years.
It's back, but only for a limited time.
Woo.
Powering 5 years of savings, powering possibilities. Comcast Business.
Can't forget you, voiceover guy.
Ah, thanks, Dave.
High five.
Ends 3/9/25. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge for new customers on qualifying internet bundle, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
The Celtics play here at the Sports Hub.
Celtics by 13, 33-20 here early in the second quarter. First quarter brought to you by Ford F-150, your New England dealers, and Ford F-Series, the #1 selling pickup and #1 truck in brand loyalty. Celtics, best case, will still be 6.5 games behind the Cleveland Cavaliers when they get on the plane to L.A. tonight as Cleveland wins again. Blowout Phoenix, 27-point win. They're up by 27, I should say, 110-83. 5 minutes to go. Starters are all out of that game.
Yeah, I thought that in playing that Phoenix would be better this year. But they still have a lot of things to straighten out. And one of them is they have to straighten out what's going on with Beal right now. I think, is Beal going to be there or is he not going to be there?
Coming off the bench, he's putting up pedestrian numbers. Everyone's talking about Booker, Durant, and Beal as being a big three, and that has fallen just a tad short of expectations. Phoenix, right now, Phoenix is out of, they're tied with Golden State. Beginning the day at 21-20, Phoenix will lose, and obviously the Golden State's down by 13 here early in the second quarter. But imagine one of these teams here, Golden State, Phoenix, you know, maybe Minnesota. One of these teams could be the Lakers. Who knows? Somebody's going to miss the play-in of the teams I just mentioned, let alone the playoffs. Lindy Waters into the front court. Sam Hauser waiting for him. Moves it to Steph Curry. Chased by Pritchard. Oh, Pritchard got picked off hard. Offensive foul. Waters knocked him down. It looked like he hit Pritchard on the shoulder, but Peyton Pritchard reaching down, grabbing his right knee as he gets back up. It's just jarring because you never see Pritchard hurt. He's up sort of shaking it off.
Needed knee contact. He's hobbling just a little bit right now, limping.
Now the turnover starting to pile up for Golden State after the Celtics had a bunch early. Tatum challenged at half court by Looney. Dangerous lob, throws it away. Another Tatum turnover, picked off by Lindy Waters. Drop for Peyton. Peyton fumbles it in the paint. Throws back out to Looney. Now Steph to his left. Simpson entry. Looney catches the dotted line. Kick out to Waters. Good look at a three, but it's no good. And the rebound belongs to Drew Holiday. Golden State has been terrible shooting the ball. 1 of 16. Deep transition three by Hauser is no good. Long rebound. Holiday can't get to it. It looked like it went off Pritchard out of bounds. It did.
Wow, both teams in spite of themselves right now. Celtics could be way up in this game, and things aren't happening. The Celtics are just focusing on one thing. That's keeping Steph Curry away from the basketball.
So it's very quiet in here. Steph.
Not to be noisy about
Hand
right
off,
now.
Wiggins. Strong down the left side. Pritchard waiting for him. Wiggins leans in. Pritchard reaches out, slaps the ball away. Wiggins has it back. Baseline extended. Wiggins draws a double team, knocks Pritchard over as he rises into him. What are they calling here? Foul on Pritchard. And Wiggins will get free throws out of this. So part of the decisions that you make when you move across the bay here, you change the economic strata of the people that could afford to get in the building. And that certainly changed the home court advantage. This is an expensive ticket.
Well, where the land is and where this building is, it is a pretty penny to get in this building. I mean, to get this land here.
Not far from Oracle Park where the Giants play.
Looked at the old location for Candlestick Park,
When
man.
you drive into the airport, you still look out to where that used to be. I was with my son yesterday. We're driving in from the airport, and I was showing, can you imagine how cold it was at Candlestick Park? They used to give buttons out for people that braved extra inning games, that stayed for extra innings at Candlestick.
How did the amazing Mays get so many home runs?
Yeah. Mays and McCovey. And see the statues of Juan Marichal here. Free throws good for Wiggins. 33-22. Boston by 11. 8:25 to go. First half. That was back in the days before the Dodgers got everybody. Jaylen Brown for Porzingis. He's going to take a deep contested three. It circles the rim, no good. Holiday can't grab the rebound. Knocked away from him out of bounds. They're giving this to Golden State. And Drew Holiday is demanding that the Celtics bench challenge. And they're going to. And this is one of the ones that I think Drew was so demonstrative. And Drew Holiday is screaming at his teammates to get back down here because we're getting the ball. The question is it worth using the challenge? It comes with 8:16 to go in the first half. Celtics leading 33-22 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Mom, what happens at the end of Goldilocks?
Well, the Bears were too nice to kick Goldilocks out, but they wanted her to find her own place. So they told her about Redfin.
But I thought...
Redfin updates its listings every 2 minutes and gives personalized recommendations. So Goldilocks found something that was just right for her.
And lived happily ever after?
Yep, in a cute house by the beach, with no bears.
Download the Redfin app to get started. Equal Housing Opportunity, CADRE, number 01521930.
This is the story of the one. As a facility technician installing a new welding station, he knows getting the ventilation right is critical for safety. That's why when questions arise, there's Grainger. Grainger offers detailed technical product information online at his fingertips, so it's easy to find what he needs. Because when it comes to safety, having answers means he and his people can breathe a little easier. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Did you or a loved one serve in the military during the Vietnam era, the Gulf War, Iraq, Afghanistan, or any other combat zone after 9/11? Then you are eligible to directly enroll in VA healthcare. Additionally, veterans who never deployed but were exposed to toxins or hazards while training or on active duty in the United States are also eligible to enroll. Do it today. Call 1-800-MY-VA-411. That's 1-800-MY-VA-411.
NBA All-Star voting presented by AT&T is open now.
My favorite time of the year.
And this year, folks, NBA All-Star is back with a brand new twist. 4 teams, single elimination.
I like that, Ernie. Oh, I'm ready.
So make your voice heard and vote for your All-Stars every day. You could even win a trip to watch the game live.
I know my picks will be way better than Chuck's. Stop lying, Shaq.
NBA All-Star voting presented by AT&T is now open. Head to NBA.com/vote and pick your All-Stars today.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
All right, Celtics win the challenge. They'll get the ball back up by 11, 33-22 with 8:16 to go in the first half, in a game in which the teams are combined shooting 6 of 31 from 3. Golden State 1 of 15. Nice round of applause for Robert Parrish, who was at the game today, is not being pictured. When they show the old school picture, it's in the Golden State uniform, not the Celtics uniform. That was the trade. Joe Barry Carroll. How about that one? Joe Barry Carroll to Golden State for Robert Parrish and the second pick in the draft, which turned out to be Kevin McHale. Not bad.
Actually, it was the third pick in the draft. And here's the thing that happened. And all the Golden State Warriors wanted something different. Al Adams came to my house in Charlotte during the summertime and said, hey, we'd like to have you, and we're going to sign you because we know the Celtics are going to sign Joe Barry Carroll, and we're going to get this kid McHale, and we'll have you, and that's going to be our front line with Robert Parrish.
Best laid plans. 2
days later, as Sean Grandy likes to say, no good deed goes unpunished. I wonder if your son Jack heard that before. No good deed goes unpunished.
He's lived it.
Wow. Wow.
Watching his dad. All right, out of the timeout, Holiday, Porzingis, Brown, Hauser, Pritchard. Pritchard lobs it all the way out to Porzingis near half court. Takes the handoff to Jaylen Brown. Tries to throw a bounce pass in traffic, but Jaylen's able to control it barely. Jaylen throws his shoulder here with 4 seconds on the shot clock, fading on Wiggins. Terrible shot, no good. Rebound, Pritchard got jostled around, and Pritchard this time doesn't get an offensive rebound, but he draws a loose ball foul, 1-on-3.
I'm trying to figure out, why are the Celtics making this game more difficult? I mean, the bounce pass is through 2 or 3 hands.
So my son and I walked to the Embarcadero to Fisherman's Wharf yesterday. There's 2 ways to go, right? Of course, we went the way the Celtics are going, just straight uphill instead of going around. Jaylen Brown turns the corner, switches to the left hand, creeps in behind that Porzingis seal. Got bumped, knocked down. That was ugly. Missed the shot. Here comes Schroeder. Lead for Moody. Return to Schroeder on the wing. Now Moody again, right corner. Bounce pass for Wiggins. Well, the offense without Steph here. Wiggins just launches up a 3. It's no good. Rebound. Moody trying to chase it down, but Hauser beats him to the spot. Golden State trying to get back defensively. Pritchard lead for Drew Holiday. Pull up on Waters for 3. Got it.
Wow. That was great. This time something positive happened.
Largest lead for the Celtics, up by 14. And they are not having a great offensive half. But Golden State is 8 of 31 from the floor, 1 of 16 from 3. Schroeder, catch and shoot, 3. Got it. Law of averages. They've been 1 of 16 before that make. 36-25, Boston by 11. Pritchard for Jaylen Brown straight away. Porzingis pulls away from the screen. Jaylen down the left side, turned his hand over on it, got away with it. Bounce pass back out to Porzingis. His 3 bounces out, and the rebound for Looney. Teams have combined to go 8 for 35 from 3 here in the first half. Schroeder, watched by Jaylen Brown, over the shoulder pass. Moody with the bounce entry. Looney, that big body against Hauser, but he throws back out to Schroeder. Up fakes, over the shoulder pass, deflected. Pritchard's got the steal. Racing with Waters, he slows up in the last second and scoops it in.
Good job. This time Pritchard normally likes to throw that ball behind him. This time slowed up, got the guy on his back, and laid it up softly.
He slowed up so that Waters could not do the chase down block against a smaller guy. Schroeder turns the corner, runner. No good. Hauser almost got a hand on that. Holiday deflects the rebound to Peyton Pritchard. Boston by 13. Down the ball midway through the second. Pritchard switches to the left hand. Drives on Moody. He's under the basket. Bumps him away and scoops off the window. It falls in.
Pritchard just doing work out there, buddy.
He missed his first 3, but he's made 2 in a row here. Celtics have their largest lead, up by 15. About to hit the middle stages. 6 minutes to go in the first half right now if you're syncing up with TNT.
Just very smart.
Wiggins deep on the left side. Gets a Looney screen. Whips it to the wing. Moody sets himself, fires a 3. No good. And the rebound for Porzingis. Golden State's run of 3s ends at 1 in a row. Moody. On the far side here. Wiggins is the one guarding Holiday, who enters it into Jaylen Brown. That was a bad pass, but Jaylen's able to save in the corner. He turns on Moody, drives baseline, bounce pass to the far corner. Hauser swings it to Pritchard. Deep three, right side, no good. Rebound, eludes Hauser, and Miles Moody has it. Diagonals ahead to Andrew Wiggins. Pritchard reaches for the steal. Wiggins throws it back to Schroeder. Entry. Pritchard gambled. Wiggins catches. Attacks. Blocked to the rim, though, by Porzingis, who bails out Pritchard and then outlets to him.
Numbers.
Pritchard for Hauser coming right down the middle. Makes the extra pass for Jaylen Brown. Good quick hands by Waters to flex that out of bounds and takes a layup away.
Lobbed in. Up high. Jaylen catches in the air and dunks it all in one motion.
5:14 to go in the quarter. I'm keeping an eye on
Curry.
Steph, yeah. Remember, he tweaked his ankle the other night. Steve Kerr's tried different substitution patterns. He used to play the whole first quarter, then he'd sit out. He's played under 12 minutes. Entry from under out of bounds. Porzingis just comes galloping down the left side. Nothing Schroeder can do, but watch him score. Celtics by 17, 42-25, 5:05 to go first half. And if Curry's coming back in, he's coming back in now because Steve Kerr is going to grab the timeout.
Well, definitely going to bring him back in that situation, but a layup, how do you miss a 7-foot giraffe running through your driveway? This time, here he comes. Porzingis comes in, lays the ball up softly, quickly, with nobody around him.
Celtics trailed this game 17-15. They tied it with 4:29 to go in the first quarter. So since that point, Golden State has 8 points in over 11 minutes. 27-8 as the Celtics run here over the last 11 plus minutes.
Well, moving the basketball, attacking the rim, they've done a good job with that. A few of the passes the Celtics have made, question marks. I mean, they're thrown into a crowd of people. I mean, if that was your guy, Drake May, is that his name? Thrown in the crowd, I mean, interception.
Drake May is the real deal, but he's not going to be the best quarterback in that draft. Oh, my goodness, has Washington got a franchise player?
Yeah, that dude is, and all these people who had talked before and talked about how good, Detroit was going to be and they were going to go. And how about all the people who love Baltimore?
That was the Detroit Lions by Saturday night. Looked like, you remember the Knicks at the end of last year when they just literally did not have any players left. And that is a shame because the Lions were the best team all year, but literally missed, 7, 8, 9 key guys by the end?
It doesn't matter about the best team in the beginning. It's the best team at the end.
Well, and therein lies the question about the Cavaliers and the OKC Thunder.
Oh, yeah.
And Golden State when they won the championship in Boston 3 years ago. Steph back in the game, draws the double team. Anderson Jackson Davis. He wants to go back to Curry instead. Kicks out Moody, straightaway three. Got it.
Why are you double teaming Jackson Davis in the post?
Reasonable question. Moses Moody knocks down his first three of the afternoon. Golden State has hit 2 of 3 after missing 15 of their first 16. Derek White challenged by Buddy Hield. Backs it out on the wing. Forces an entry to Al Horford against Steph. Baseline extended. Al. Foul by Steph Curry.
Zone. I think that's what they call
illegal defense, maybe. With somebody in the paint?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Tatum will shoot a free throw.
And here again, question. Why is Tatum always shooting free throws? The technicals. What's his percentage?
In this case, 80% because Derek White is, I say, only at 83. The only one I question is if Drew Holiday's on the floor.
Okay.
And it should be Holiday, but Tatum makes it, so it's 43-28. Tatum side out of bounds. Ain't safe for the Porzingis out near half court. Tatum comes together. Tatum gets a screen from Porzingis on Santos, now on Jackson Davis, and Santos just stayed with Porzingis. And
he was right.
Had to be committed the foul. He was.
He damn near should have put a saddle on his back.
So we'll try this side out of bounds again. Little power play here. The local hockey team, San Jose Sharks, losing in Boston this afternoon. Here's the entry. Jaylen Brown spins it up with the right hand and scores. He just knocked Buddy Hield away. Celtics have pushed the lead to 17 now, 45-28. Moses Moody tiptoes the baseline. Shovel out to the corner, Buddy Hield. Turn to Moses Moody. Gets to the dotted line, flips it up, does not get the bounce, and the rebound belongs to Al Horford.
Good job rebounding the basketball.
Celtics by 17, down the ball. Derek White, bounce entry. Tatum catches against Buddy Hield.
They found Buddy Hield again.
Two dribbles to the left hand. Tatum draws a double team. Bounce pass out to Derek White. Swung to the wing. Jaylen Brown, extra pass in the corner. Porzingis up fakes, takes Santos with him to the mid-block squares. Banks it, no good. I haven't seen him try that one. And the rebound belongs to Golden State and Jackson Davis. Steph, offensive end. Steps to his right, loses Jaylen Brown, but he misses the open three. And the rebound for Tatum. And even Steph is shooting poorly today. 1 for 5. Derek White, quick entry. Porzingis squares, a little 6-footer, bounces in.
Celtics are operating at a different level now.
Golden State just 28 points in the half. They've scored 11 points in the last 13 minutes. Steph bounce pass. On Santos, blocked by Porzingis, but too late goaltending.
Wow.
Guy Santos will end the run.
Porzingis lively moving around the rim. Looking at my buddy, Robert Parrish, was so lively around that rim. He loved Golden State. He was a guy who thought they were going to give him an extension before they traded him. Celtics were better off for it.
Tatum, catch and shoot. Quick three left side. No good. Back iron to the rebound for Moody.
I'm not crazy about this shot selection right now because they'll give you anything you want.
Steph, left-hand dribble. Blows by Derek White. Scoops it with the right hand off the window and in.
Derek White was looking for some help. No help out there to be had.
Just the second bucket for Steph. 47-32. Golden State down 15. 2:47 to go first half. Entry, Jaylen Brown knocked away, but right back to Derek White. He'll try it again, a little softer on the entry. Jaylen's got it. Looking for Buddy Hield every time. Shovel pass underneath. Horford kicks to the right corner for a Porzingis three that the rim spits out into the hands of Moody, and he lobs it ahead to Buddy Hield. Hield floats it for Steph. Puts it to the floor, drives around Horford, gets to the cup and scores again. 6 straight for Golden State. For the first time since they scored the second 8 points of the game after the Celtics went up 8-0. Tatum, pump fake, steps through and drop back to Porzingis. This is his spot, straightaway three, rims out, and the rebound eludes Tatum. Now Golden State with some momentum for the first time, down by 13. Jaylen on the shoulder of Steph, who kicks to the right corner. Moody elevates for three, it rims out, and the rebound Porzingis. Doesn't matter how well you play, how well you rebound. Eventually, some of these shots have to fall. Golden State just 3 of 21 from distance. They're fortunate to only be down 13 here. Celtics have not played super smart here on the offensive end. Derek White for Porzingis. Here's the entry. Tatum at the free throw line. Diagonal to the corner for an Al Horford three.
They are hunting Buddy Hield out there. Hunting him.
Just as they did to Trae Young the other night. Steph runs into the front court. Quick three. Nope. Rebound offensively put back. No, but he boxed out Moody. Celtics have not been good on the defensive glass. Shot selection hasn't been great. They've committed 6 turnovers, but they're up by 14 because as badly as they've shot the three, Golden State has been horrific. 3 of 22. Celtics lead 50-36. Derek White puts in the hands of Tatum, top of the circle. They're going right at Buddy Hield again. Tatum, 2 dribbles with the left hand, spins back to his left, falls away. Tough shot, got it.
Find Buddy Hield, find Buddy Hield, find Buddy Hield.
Tatum's in double figures now, joining Porzingis. 52-36, final minute, first half. Bounce entry, Jackson Davis drives, keeps it away from Porzingis so the shot wouldn't get blocked, but he got enough contact to get some free throws.
Got in the air and hung long enough. Just tried to bump him and hit him with the body.
Gave you the free throw numbers earlier, and it's played out in the first half. Steph has hit both of his. Wiggins hit both of his, but Buddy Hield missed a couple of free throws, and now you got Trace Jackson Davis, a 61% free throw shooter, at the line here in a 16-point game with 51.8 to go in the first half. Coming up, Joe Murray will be along. Scores from around the NBA, missed free throw.
Here's how this is. I'm looking at Jackson. I thought he was right-handed. I'm watching him shoot the ball with his left hand.
Well, we've seen guys who struggle from the free throw line do that, including Tristan Thompson.
Tristan Thompson started shooting like a shot put.
There's national championship game tonight, Notre Dame and Ohio State.
Who you got?
It feels like it's Notre Dame's year. They've got that kind of, my son's not going to be happy. He's caused a lot of problems in my Michigan house with his Ohio State fandom. 1 of 2 free throws from Jackson Davis, 52-37. Boston by 15, 40 seconds to go first half. Tatum catches left side, rises quickly on Wiggins, but he misses the three badly. Steph has the rebound. Derek White ball hawking there. They were going for the 2-for-1. Now they're trying to slow up Steph so Golden State can't get it. Curry, bounce pass, Jackson Davis free throw line. Payton hands back to Steph. Straight away, deep three is no good. Rebound knocked away from Jaylen Brown. Celtics don't secure it. Enter to Jackson Davis, left-hand slam. Celtics should be up by 25 in this game, not 13. They have been bad on the defensive glass. 52-39, shot clock is off. And how about, Steph is going to miss open shots like this all day. Holiday lobs it, leading Jaylen Brown. He catches up to it with 4 seconds to go. Golden State had a foul to give, so Steph gives it with 3.6 to go, when the correct defensive strategy against this particular Boston offense would be just get out of the way and let them make a mistake.
Let them just keep lobbing it into traffic. I mean, those things you keep lobbing in traffic, bad things are going to happen.
Celtics have won 6 of their last 10 games on the road against Golden State in the regular season. Entry, Jaylen turns, flips it up, and gets the bounce. Good entry as Jaylen Brown was able to seal his man. Tatum was able to find him. 1.3 to go. Inbound, Buddy Hield will try from three-quarters court. That'll be an air ball. And appropriately enough, the first half ends on a missed 3 by the Golden State Warriors, who have out-hustled the Celtics on the offensive glass. They've forced some turnovers. They played aggressively on defense, but they can't make a shot. So we got a 15-point margin at the break. Coming up, Joe Murray will run you through a busy day on Martin Luther King Day of NBA action. Bruins get a big third period to beat the Sharks back in TD Garden, and it's back out here at the Chase Center. Game 1 of the road trip. Celtics up by 15 at the half. Boston 54, Golden State 39 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
You turned your dating app for pets into a business, which just turned over its first billion. You turned around the fortunes of a failing football club, politely turned down a Nobel Peace Prize, and turned up on Mars in your own reusable rocket. All while struggling to turn on the dishwasher. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover business development titles on Audible.
This is a story of the one. As a maintenance specialist for university housing, he knows college students can major in wear and tear. Plus, housing so many students doesn't leave a lot of room to house all the supplies he needs. That's where Grainger comes in. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast, dependable delivery, Grainger carries the quality products he needs so he doesn't have to. From a new door hinge to a whole new faucet. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
What does the future hold for business? Can someone invent a crystal ball? Until then, over 41,000 businesses have future-proofed their business with NetSuite by Oracle, the #1 cloud ERP, bringing accounting, financial management, inventory, and HR into one platform. With real-time insights and forecasting, you're able to peer into the future and seize new opportunities. Download the CFO's Guide to AI and Machine Learning for free at netsuite.com/Celtics. That's netsuite.com/Celtics.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to drive smarter with high-tech features and excellent reliability. It's time for intelligent design, plus exciting performance. Get a new vehicle you'll love. Check out the Honda Civic, Accord, or HR-V.
See dealer for financing details.
The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
12 on the shot clock. Ball move, first touch for Jaylen Brown against the smaller Schroeder. Jaylen spins right around him, pump fake, and then at the last second, throws it out to the right corner where Porzingis is wide open for 3.
All by himself again in the corner.
Celtics score the first 8.
Well, welcome into Celtics halftime. I'm Joe Murray. Celtics lead 54-39, and that highlight is brought to you by Cambridge Savings Bank. The player taking care of business in the first half. Of course, brought to you by Cambridge Savings Bank. It's Kristaps Porzingis. Small business owners, let CSB help move your small business forward. Creative solutions and quick decisions. Visit CambridgeSavings.com/business to start your relationship today. Well, how about starting a relationship pretty good? It's the Celtics. 54 first half points, holding Golden State, one of the highest scoring teams in the NBA, to only 39 points in the first frame. Of course, led there by Kristaps Porzingis. He's played 16 minutes so far. He's 4 of 11 from the field, hit 2 threes. Also has 4 rebounds in this one and a block. He's a +6 for the first half. Jason Tatum's getting going as well. He played 17 first half minutes. Only 1 for 6 from downtown, but 4 of 11 from the field. He has 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 10 points, plus 9, including this basket.
That ends a run. Golden State have missed about 10 shots in a row. Tatum strong down the right side, two-hand slam. Once he beat Looney, there was no rim protection. Timeout, Steve Kerr.
Good pick then by Al Horford. He gave him that separation, and once he got started towards the rim, slammo.
Slammo, says Cedric Maxwell. And Sean Grandy on the call. Again, Tatum on his way to a triple-double in this one. A couple other notes. Drew Holiday has played 15 minutes. He's 3 for 3 from the field, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. He has 7 first-half points. Derek White, 14 minutes. Well, he started slow the last couple of first halves, got going in the last game. He only has 3 points so far, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. And hey, Jaylen Brown, 17 minutes. 4 or 7 from the field, only took 1 3. He's been struggling there all year. 2 assists, but does have 8 first-half points, including this one.
Local hockey team, San Jose Sharks, losing in Boston this afternoon. Here's the entry. Jaylen Brown spins it up with the right hand and scores. He just knocked Buddy Hield away. Celtics have pushed the lead to 17 now, 45-28.
Jaylen Brown's a +8 for the first half. Taking a look at some of the bench members of the Celtics. Al Horford's played 15 minutes so far. He's hit a 3. He's got 3 rebounds, 1 assist. He's still adjusting to that bench role, but he's been a +7 for the game. And Sam Hauser, hopefully they can start to get him going a bit. Only 3 first-half points, 10 minutes, 1 for 3, of course, from downtown. Luke Cornett's played 4 minutes in the first half, 3 rebounds, 4 points. And Peyton Pritchard, 0 for 4 from downtown, but 2 of 6 from the field. He's played 11 minutes, has 3 assists and 2 rebounds, but is a +15 for the first half. So the Celtics score 54 first-half points. What's going on with the Warriors? Well, Steph Curry, he's played 17 minutes, only hit 1 3. He's 1 for 7 so far, so he should heat up in the second half. He has 9 points and 2 assists. The rest of the team struggling, though. Dennis Schroeder, 7 minutes, the former Celtic, 3 of 8 from the field, 1 of 4 from downtown. Again, we mentioned Draymond Green's missing in this one. Andrew Wiggins struggling, 0 for 8 from the field so far, 0 for 3 from downtown. They are really struggling. They're shooting 12% from 3. 3 for 24. If you want to talk about the Celtics shooting too many threes, they went 3 for 24. That should improve, though. In the second half, the rest of their bench, Kevin Looney's got 4 points. And Moses Moody, 5 points off the bench in this one. When it comes to rebounds, Celtics have 24. Golden State, they have 22. And the Green, 13 assists so far in this one. It's 54 points for the Celtics, only 39 for the Golden State Warriors. Holding a team under 39 points, maybe that defense is starting to tighten up just a little bit. Again, Celtics shooting 7 of 24, so they've at least doubled up on what the Warriors are doing. Let's see if those numbers can increase in the second half. Also, the Green have only been to the line 3 times in the first half. We will get your Sports Hub headlines coming up here on the other side. We will take a look at the other scores going on today on Martin Luther King Day. I'm Joe Murray. We will have the second half next, and, of course, your headlines right here on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Disney's Aladdin is inviting you to celebrate 10 years of Broadway magic. Step into a whole new world filled with vibrant colors, endless glitz and glamour, and show-stopping visual spectacle. With dazzling singing and dancing, a love story for the ages, and a magic carpet, what more could you wish for? Come celebrate a decade of Broadway magic at the New Amsterdam Theater, New York's most magical destination. Get tickets today at AladdinTheMusical.com.
Yup, it's time to start preparing for another New England winter. So now may be the time to upgrade your home's insulation, electric water heaters, or even replace your windows before the cold weather gets here. With Clinton Savings Bank's 0 annual percentage rate heat loan, comfort takes on a whole new meaning. With interest-free financing up to $25,000 for energy-efficient home improvements. Apply today at clintonsavings.com. Member FDIC, member DIF. Call 888-744-4272 for details about credit costs and terms. All loans subject to credit approval.
98.5 The Sports Hub and the Celtics Radio Network welcome the following new partners. FindMassMoney.gov. Did you know 1 in 10 people in Massachusetts have unclaimed property? FindMassMoney.gov is a free service from the Massachusetts State Treasurer's Office. Visit FindMassMoney.gov and see if you're on the list. Lexus. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer today. And Cambridge Savings Bank. Put Cambridge Savings Bank into your small business starting lineup today. From the home of the Celtics, thank you for joining our winning team.
Hi, Cedric Maxwell. As a former professional basketball player, 2-time world champion, and calling the games at 98.5 The Sports Hub, fans know I love the Green Team. I want to share my experience with another amazing Green Team. FindMassMoney.gov. Did you know that 1 in 10 people have unclaimed property from things like an uncashed check, refund from an overpaid bill, or long-forgotten savings account? I found money, and so can you. FindMassMoney.gov is a free service from the Massachusetts State Treasury Office. Visit FindMassMoney.gov and see if you have any green waiting for you.
Llévate más de lo que esperas con el nuevo McValue en McDonald's. Así que cuando tengas un día largo, toma una decisión simple. Ordena una Double Cheeseburger y súmale un McChicken por $1 más. Llévate más con el nuevo McValue. Precios y participación pueden variar. Válido por producto de igual o menor valor.
The only place to hear the game. The Sports Hub. Sports Hub headlines.
NBA Scoreboard from around the league is brought to you by Town Fair Tire. For the guaranteed lowest prices on tires, you can go to Town Fair Tire because nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. All right. Scores around the NBA. Big day today. Cavs, they took down the Suns 118-92. It was the New York Knicks 119. Hawks 110. A good one between Memphis and Minnesota. Grizzlies got the 108-106 win. It was the Pistons today, 107-96 over Houston. And the Hornets held off the Dallas Mavericks 110-105. 2 other games on the Martin Luther King schedule. The Pelicans, they host Utah later on tonight. And at 10:30, it's the Clippers and the Chicago Bulls. Bruins won 6-3 today. Charlie Coyle, 2 third-period goals. Ben Johnson's been named a new head coach of the Chicago Bears. And the national championship in college football is tonight. Ohio State the favorite over Notre Dame. Headlines are brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com. Save 15% off your next drive to oil change at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Now open in Franklin, Billerica, and in Peabody. I'm Joe Murray. The second half is next on the BetMGM 98.5 The Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
This is the story of the one who, as a maintenance specialist for a historic high-rise, knows that vintage charm historically needs constant attention. Which is why, when it's time to upgrade turn-of-the-century mechanicals, they turn to Grainger. With easy access to 1 million-plus products and the scale to deliver when and where you need them. The right tools and supplies are never far away. So the one can keep that vintage building running like new. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
At Amica Insurance, we've been protecting New Englanders for generations, long before the first Celtics banner was raised or the iconic parquet floor was laid. For 117 years, Amica's been providing world-class service across auto, home, and life insurance, so you can count on Amica to show up for you like you show up for the Celtics. Amica Insurance, proud sponsor of the 18-time world champion Boston Celtics.
Fresh, light, and delicious. Salad kits are on sale at Shaw's and Star Market. Now through Thursday, pick up Taylor Farms, Bright Farms, and Little Leaf salad kits. Select sizes and varieties for just $2.97 each when you use the digital coupon. Limit 3. When you shop with the Shaw's app, you get amazing deals and earn points on every purchase. Short on time? Order free curbside pickup or get delivery. Hurry and save on salad kits complete with dressing and toppings. Shaw's and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh.
The new year brings new adventures. Make sure your vehicle is ready to take on this exciting new chapter with Valvoline Instant Oil Change. They'll complete your stay-in-your-car oil change in about 15 minutes. Plus, no appointment is ever needed. Don't spend hours at the dealership. Use that extra time to work on your New Year's resolutions. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com to save 15% off your next visit and find your nearest location. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, the official oil change of the road ahead.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Hi, this is Mark Bertrand from the Zolak and Bertrand Show for VA New England. I have a proud family history of military service, including my father, who served in the U.S. Army. VA New England Healthcare is the highest rated and largest healthcare system in New England. If you or a family member served honorably on active duty for 2 years or deployed or retired from the reserves in any branch, you may be eligible for benefits from VA New England. To get started, call 800-MY-VA-411 or go to va.gov and explore your veteran benefits.
Felger and Maz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
This is Reliving the Green.
What a pass by DJ. 42 for Paul Pierce. A three-pointer for Danny Ainge. KG is locked and loaded tonight.
A look back at this date in Celtics history.
139 to 107, and the Celtics can dribble out the clock.
Take it and love it.
A rough couple of weeks in Celtics Nation, and a lot of people starting to raise questions, virtually all of which were answered tonight emphatically, as the Celtics don't just beat the Western Conference's best team, they blow them off the floor. The final score, Boston 139, LA 107. 5 years ago tonight, largest margin of victory for the Celtics against the Lakers since 1963. Lakers, of course, will go on to win the championship in the bubble after the pandemic break. And I remember about that game as the Celtics went down like 8-0 right away. Golden State had Anthony Davis and LeBron. They had all these bigs, and they were just bullying the Celtics the first 2 minutes. And then the game turned around, and the Lakers never got it back. 5 years later, we will be in L.A. to see LeBron James and Anthony Davis, and the Lakers not quite as imposing. 5 years later, we get there on Thursday night.
It's one of those
LeBron's having a really good year, and he's playing a lot for a guy who just turned 40.
I mean, that is
playing a lot for any guy. But
that's crazy to me that he is still playing at such a high level. I don't care who it is. You think Father Time catches you and you're done, but LeBron James is kind of dodging and bobbing, weaving.
All right, we're in a strange place with this game. I don't think there's any doubt about that. Celtics have a 15-point lead. It feels like they're in command, and I know Steph had a lousy first half shooting the ball, but that's still Steph Curry out there, which means this game in the blink of an eye could be back into uncomfortable range.
Yeah, I mean, you think about Steph, what he can do. They're focusing right now on Steph, keeping them away from the basketball, not letting them get those trays off.
Steph has hit both of his shots at the rim, but he's just 1 of 7 from 3, and some of those are looks you're just used to seeing him making. But Golden State, the story of the first half, they missed 21 of 24 from 3. They only scored 22 points in the final quarter and a half. Dennis Schroeder. Golden State going right to left. We're on the alternate black uniforms, so we have an injury immediately. Derek White. He's down on the far side of the floor.
Oh, did he get in the face? What happened?
This happens 12 seconds. Yeah, he had a head-to-head collision with Wiggins. Wiggins came over to set a screen and was kind of leaning forward, and they went head-to-head.
They want a challenge. They're saying right now, they're saying right now that Tatum pushed him into White.
The call on the floor is an offensive foul against Wiggins.
The ruling on the floor of an offensive foul on Golden State is being challenged by them.
So it'll be a full coach's challenge, so we will step aside just 12 seconds into the third quarter with Derek White still down. And that had head-to-head collision and concussion protocol written all over it. We're 12 seconds into the third quarter. Boston 54, Golden State 39 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Ever wish you could be a world champion like the Boston Celtics? Well, even if that's not in the cards, you can use the same corporate card as the Celtics. Meet Brex, the official corporate card of the Boston Celtics. Brex is the world's smartest corporate card, trusted by over 25,000 companies, from startups to enterprises. Brex cards help you make every dollar count by making it easy to control spending before it happens. Automate manual work and optimize your earnings. Does getting your company more for its money sound like a slam dunk? Get started at Brex.com/grow.
Hey, Massachusetts, score even more buckets with BetMGM, an authorized gaming operator of the NBA. Enjoy an NBA odds boost token to snag even more winnings on your basketball wagers. Just log into your BetMGM Sportsbook app and add an NBA wager to your bet slip and activate your odds boost token. If you win the wager that was made with the odds boost token, you will receive extra winnings and unrestricted bonus dollars. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Hope is here. Call 1-800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Massachusetts only. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards issued as unrestricted funds in partnership with MGM Springfield. Play it smart from the start. Live chat at GameSenseMA.com.
Puka, Bella, I'm sure you've noticed some changes.
Who are you talking to?
I'm just practicing for when I have to tell the dogs about the twins. You know, because
Be fine in the spacious third row seat.
But the twins...
Can sleep peacefully thanks to the rear manual sunshade.
And what about the...
Extra cargo space for strollers and dog beds?
I guess you're right.
Can we go to the hospital now? The contractions are getting closer.
The three-row Lexus TX. Because everyone should feel like the center of the universe. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Hey, it's Felger here for Cambridge Savings Bank, my official bank. Whether you're looking to grow your successful business or start a new venture, count on Cambridge Savings Bank for service and support at every step of your journey. Member FDIC.
From the electricity in the arena to the highlight reel plays, there's nothing quite like Celtics basketball. And this season, you can be there live to cheer them on. As the official marketplace of the NBA, Ticketmaster has you covered with the largest selection of seats for any budget. Get off the couch and into the stands. Grab your tickets now at Ticketmaster.com/Celtics.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub.
Mike, Randy, and Max back at the Amica Insurance broadcast booth. Let's get you caught up here. 12 seconds into the third quarter, Andrew Wiggins and Derek White collided head-to-head. It appears they're both going to stay in the game. The call on the floor was an offensive foul against Andrew Wiggins. It was challenged by Steve Kerr and overruled into a defensive foul, saying that Jason Tatum pushed Wiggins into Derek White. So the foul is on Tatum, and it'll be Golden State ball.
How many times have I said, boy, Derek White, he won't be seen. He's out. He won't be coming back.
Stays
Derek White keeps ticking. Got one of my guys up here, assistant coach right now. Speaking on Dr. King is Jerry Stackhouse, Kinston, North Carolina native. One of the better players in Kinston history.
Quite a tradition from there. Ron Adams is on this staff, former Celtics. He was Brad Stevens' assistant that first year. Inbound to Gary Payton, son of the former Celtic. Steph Curry swings back to Schroeder. Down to corner Wiggins against Jaylen Brown. Wiggins has been quiet. Spins back to his right, pulls up at 12 feet. Jumper's good.
Tough shot. Challenge at the very end.
Terry Stotts is also on this staff. That started that whole mess in Milwaukee last year. Porzingis straight away up top against Jackson Davis. Finds Drew Holiday. Pretty good look at the left side three swish. He looks confident shooting it. I mean, you have too many guys who are too good at shooting to stay in slumps this long. Derek White has only attempted one. Tatum reaches in. Steph lost it. Tried to hand it off. Jack trying to use the screen from Jackson Davis. Just lost the ball. Derek White lobs it in. Bad pass. Porzingis catches. Rises into Curry. Scores off the window and the foul. That's a big swing. A Steph Curry turnover and now a potential three-point play for Porzingis.
That's the first time I've seen Steph Curry would look like that. Or it's almost like I'm defeated. He's normally so upbeat. This time his body language isn't good.
We talked Saturday about how Tatum just wants to play, no matter what. Even if he's banged up, even if he's not 100%, people come to see him play, especially national games, whatever. Well, Steph is the same way, and this is clearly not Steph Curry at full strength here. And the Celtics have their largest lead, a three by Holiday, a three-point play for Porzingis, and the Celtics have a 19-point lead. Amazing number, I'll give you here in a second, about 19-point leads for the Celtics. Curry, catch and shoot, right side three is good.
Wow.
So he's not going to keep missing those. Boston by 16, early third quarter. Steph had been just 1 of 7 making threes until that one. Jaylen Brown, baseline extended. Now they're hunting Steph. Jaylen spins, and he got pushed in the back by Curry as he gets rid of it. No call, Porzingis. Lobs it back to Jaylen Brown. Here comes the double team. Long cross court. Derek White touches it out to Tatum. Drives past Payton, goes to the finger roll and spins it in off the glass.
That was a great move then. This time jumped by a couple of guys.
Celtics by 18, 62-44. Tatum's up to 12. Porzingis game high score with 15. Wiggins throws the left shoulder into Derek White. Backs him down deep in the paint. Pump fake, steps through. Has the ball knocked away. Derek White, quick hands. Saves it from going out of bounds into Porzingis. Drew Holiday lead for Tatum. Schroeder slows down the break. Tatum puts it in the hands of Derek White. They want to force it into Jaylen Brown against Steph. Porzingis does. Jaylen catches it, and Steph commits the foul on the floor. Or was he in the paint for 3 seconds?
Offensive 3 seconds, and if Max and I, from 100 feet away, are calling out, don't do it, probably shouldn't do it. And they did, and they turned it over. The Celtics had a chance to go up by 20.
They're trying to force the ball into the interior.
Steph deep on the left side against Jaylen Brown. Steph feeling contact, throws it at the rim. The shot was no good. It wouldn't count anyway. They're saying Jaylen fouled him on the floor. So the Celtics, the last 2 years, have had 60, 19-point leads. 60. How many times have they been down by 19, you think?
2.
7. 60 19-point leads, 7 19-point deficits. A couple of which they've come back to win. Schroeder moves in the corner. Payton drives baseline. Ball punched away from him, out of bounds by Drew Holiday. Golden State will keep it with 12 to shoot.
Think about Payton. Payton's going to attack the rim, not really looking to shoot the jump shot. Too many guys out there, non-jump shooters.
Celtics will fly to Los Angeles when this game is over. Back-to-back against the Clippers Wednesday and the Lakers Thursday. Steph under out of bounds. Jackson Davis swings into Wiggins against Tatum straight away. Shot clock at 7. Curry comes to get it. Free throw line floater. Rims out. Rebound Holiday. There's a gasp in the crowd as people can't believe. I can't believe the shots he's missed today. Jaylen Brown down the left side. Just steps right past Schroeder. Stumbles in the paint. Turns and lays it in with the left hand. Apparently, he didn't bring that third foot down. Get called for traveling.
He did not walk.
20-point lead, 64-44. Schroeder shut off on the baseline. Shuttle pass, Steph under the basket, makes a bad pass looking for Jackson Davis. Knocked away by Porzingis. Holiday has it. Derek White leaves it for Tatum. Bounce pass into the corner. Jaylen Brown is set. Rocking the three. Got it. Timeout, Steve Kerr.
I don't think I've seen Steph Curry make so many bad decisions. And the Celtics have made bad decisions, but they're still galloping away with this game.
13-3 is the run, and the Celtics have a 23-point lead. 9:03 to go. Third quarter at Chase Center. Boston 67, Golden State 44. On the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Mom, what happens at the end of Goldilocks?
Well, the Bears were too nice to kick Goldilocks out, but they wanted her to find her own place. So they told her about Redfin.
But I thought...
Redfin updates its listings every 2 minutes and gives personalized recommendations. So Goldilocks found something that was just right for her.
And lived happily ever after?
Yep, in a cute house by the beach, with no bears.
Download the Redfin app to get started. Equal Housing Opportunity, CADRE, number 01521930.
This is the story of the one. As a facility technician installing a new welding station, he knows getting the ventilation right is critical for safety. That's why when questions arise, there's Grainger. Grainger offers detailed technical product information online at his fingertips, so it's easy to find what he needs. Because when it comes to safety, having answers means he and his people can breathe a little easier. Call, click Grainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Llévate más de lo que esperas con el nuevo McValue en McDonald's. Así que cuando tengas un día largo, toma una decisión simple. Ordena una double cheeseburger y súmale un McChicken por $1 más. Llévate más con el nuevo McValue. Precios y participación pueden variar. Válido por producto de igual o menor valor.
Playoffs? We talking about playoffs? You bet we are. And get in on the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Scoring touchdowns is key to winning in the playoffs. And the key to you scoring big is betting on them at DraftKings, the #1 place to bet touchdowns. Ready to place your first bet? Try betting on something simple like a player to score 6. Go to the DraftKings Sportsbook app and make your pick. New DraftKings customers can bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use the promo code SPORTSUP. That's promo code SPORTSUP for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours.
Hope is here. Call 800-327-5050 or gamblinghelplinema.org. 21 plus. Play it smart from the start. GameSenseMA.com. Massachusetts only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/ftball.
Hi, Cedric Maxwell. As a former professional basketball player, 2-time world champion, and calling the games at 98.5 The Sports Hub, fans know I love the Green Team. I want to share my experience with another amazing Green Team, FindMassMoney.gov. Did you know that 1 in 10 people have unclaimed property from things like an uncashed check, refund from an overpaid bill, or long-forgotten savings account? I found money, and so can you. FindMassMoney.gov is a free service from the Massachusetts State Treasury Office. Visit FindMassMoney.gov and see if you have any green waiting for you.
Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 98.5 thesportshub.com.
18,064. Paying an awful lot of money here at Chase Center this afternoon to see the only Bay Area appearance of the world champion Boston Celtics. And starting to put on a show now by 23. Celtics lead 67-44, but 9:03 to go in the third quarter. And Steph's going to stay in this game. If I'm Steve Kerr, I'm thinking pretty hard about how long I want him to play. Coming off injury the other night. Does not have it here today. 12 points on 4 of 11 shooting. It has not been a great performance by the Celtics. Offensive. Steph catches. Finds a cutter to the basket. It's Looney. Man at the rim. Blocked by Derek White. Drew Holiday. Lead for Tatum. Thought about the pull-up three instead. Puts it to the floor. Drives. Runs it off the glass. No good. And Steph ends up with the rebound. Slowed down by Derek White. Push pass in the left corner. Moses Moody. Keeps it away from Drew Holiday. Kick out Wiggins. Sets himself straight away three. Bounces short. Rebound belongs to Porzingis. Falling out of bounds. He gets it away to Drew Holiday.
Good job by Porzingis hitting that glass.
He's been really good today.
Yeah.
15 points, 7 rebounds for Porzingis. Jaylen Brown drives around Santos. Elevates. Met at the rim by Wiggins. But Jaylen comes up and then throws to the left corner for a Tatum three. That's no good. And the long rebound belongs to Wiggins. Wiggins chased from behind. Derek White sized him up, punched the ball away into the hands of Holiday. Long lead. Tatum slams it home, and the only guy Tatum had to beat to get it was Jaylen Brown as they fought for that ball 2-on-none. Moody misses an open three. Rebound Tatum, and we are almost done here. Wow. Boston by 25 on the ball.
No.
Bad entry again, but Jaylen saves it. Celtics just forcing it on the inside every time. Jaylen Brown against Steph Curry. Jaylen rises into contact, banks it, and gets a crazy bounce. Boston by 27. Wiggins, long two from the baseline, no good. Rebound comes all the way out to the free throw line. Santos has got it, finds Looney. They swing to Moody, ducks the shoulder, blows by Tatum, and scores off the glass.
Don't get lazy. If you're the Celtics now, don't get lazy.
That ends a 17-3 Boston run. 71-46. Celtics by 25. 7:14 to go third quarter. Tatum pressure, double team near half court, dribbles through it, scoops and scores. He got from the three-point line to the rim in 2 steps.
Excellent. Excellent.
Pull up, deep three. Curry, nope. Rebound. Holiday deflects it into the hands of Santos. Another offensive rebound for Golden State. Curry. For Guy Santos, and before he can get his three away, which of course was no good, Looney's going to be called for an offensive foul, knocking down Jaylen Brown.
Well, Jaylen kind of sold that one. He was running out. Well, he did have him around the neck, but he sold it at the same time.
It's just similar the way the flow of the game to the Orlando game the other night, in which the Magic were actually hanging around for a while, and then the third quarter, the Celtics just put all the distance between themselves. They've got a 27-point lead and the ball here with 6:49 to go in the third. No team has handed it to the Warriors on their home floor the last decade like the Celtics. Holiday, bad pass over the shoulder, deflected by Steph. Out of bounds. Celtics will keep it with 13 to shoot.
There's going to be some wide open looks from the corners, because what the Warriors are doing, they're collapsing in the paint.
Tatum will bring the corner out of bounds and safe it to Porzingis. And back to Tatum. Porzingis sets the screen. Tatum fires the three and buries it. And the Boston Celtics have a 30-point lead in San Francisco. 76-46. Best road team we have ever seen in NBA history over the last 3 years, coming up with another signature. Moses Moody back to Steph. Steps away from Derek White. Three is online and good.
Still can just be so dangerous.
He's 2 of 3 here in the third quarter from distance after going 1 for 7 in the first half.
Porzingis wide open on this.
15 for Steph. Porzingis is alone in the quarter. I don't even think Steph knows he's there. Tatum throws the bounce pass to Porzingis, who tries the three and hits it. And again, if we can see what is going on down there, 79-49. Celtics have 25 points in the quarter already. We're only halfway through it. Moses Moody driving on Drew Holiday. Step back, challenge from Porzingis. Steph shuttles it back to an open Santos. Misses another three. Rebound Jaylen Brown. Golden State 5 of 30. Shovel pass. Jaylen Brown for Drew Holiday. Right-hand dribble around Wiggins. Try to throw it to the corner. Deflected by Santos. Loose on the floor. Moody's going to get it. Turnover number 9 for the Celtics. Boston now leading the league. Fewest turnovers.
They're staying connected still right now with Steph Curry.
Drew Holiday on his shoulder. Bounce pass. Here's Looney. Pump fake in the paint. Porzingis comes down, commits the foul. And that's the scouting report. If it's anybody other than Steph, you make them earn it from the free throw line.
Well, when you don't have that blanket, as they like to say, the other captain who is now down in playing his way down in Dallas, it's a different looking team in their mindset and their ability to score the basketball. For a minute, you saw their first couple of games they played, and they were really good, played well in Boston, but since then, been really up and down.
Everybody's gotten used to it, but we haven't obviously seen Dallas yet, so it's still going to be strange Saturday night to see Klay Thompson in a Dallas uniform. Looney, a horrendous free throw shooter, misses the first. Celtics in the finals rematch. It'll be an ABC game Saturday night. After a TNT game against the Lakers, our first ever appearance at the Intuit Dome in Inglewood on Wednesday night.
Okay, I got that.
See it? It's a play on words.
Intuit Dome.
Which Steve Ballmer certainly is, the owner of the Clippers. Some news, potentially. A lot of people reporting about the Celtics sale today. Looney gets 1 of 2 at the free throw line. A lot of buzz around John Henry and that Red Sox group. 79-50, here's Jaylen Brown with Santos on his shoulder. Turns, kicks back out to Tatum. And reaching in, Moody knocks it away from Tatum. He goes to get in the backcourt, but the Celtics now have just 8 seconds to shoot. Tatum back across half court, steps to his left, away from Moody. 3 is in the air, no good, back iron, and the rebound for Looney. Celtics had a great night, great day shooting 2s, but not so much from 3. Steph spins on Hauser. Here's the nasty step back over the shoulder pass. Gives Moody a clean look at a 3, and it's good.
They're so connected right now against Steph. And immediately Joe says, you know what? No, I've seen this show before. Guys, let's stay connected.
4:39 to go in the third quarter. The lead is 26 right now, 79-53.
Well, when you're playing in a game like this, things can get squirrely. And we've seen the Celtics before. Just kind of get to the point where, let's get a little lax. And that's how they've lost some games. They've had huge leads.
Like the season itself, in which the Celtics, of course, left Washington at the end of the NBA Cup break, 21-5. On a pace to get, on the exact same pace. The Celtics, a month ago, when they came back from the NBA Cup break, were walking in the footsteps of last year's historic season. They were matching it, win for win, scoring margin for scoring margin. Many of the categories, it would look identical to last year. But obviously 8-8 in the last month, and even though the metrics are good and the numbers are good, you feel like something's just a little bit off. And this has been a game today in which the Celtics' performance hasn't been pretty. There's been a lot of mistakes, but it's not a lack of effort, and they've been connected defensively, particularly on Steph. And when you choke the life out of a team the way the Celtics have here for 2.5 quarters, you should be up by 26.
Well, when you play with a certain amount of poise and you have more talent than the other team, then you get a good chance to win it. I just said stay focused right now for the Celtics.
Charlie Coyle, a pair of third-period goals for the Bruins today as they came back to beat
Charles Cord.
Charlie Coyle beat the Sharks. 79-53, Boston by 26. 4.5 to go in the third. A lot of basketball left here. Pritchard, deep on the right side, push pass. Here's Tatum stepping into the baseline. Looney waiting for him. Tatum steps back into an 18-footer. No good, back iron. Long rebound. Looney's got it. Celtics don't really crash here. Steph, offensive end. Jaylen Brown waiting for him. Steph, right-hand dribble, turns the corner. Inside the paint, stripped to the ball. Horford knocked it away out of bounds. Golden State will keep it with 15 to shoot. Good, quick hands by Al Horford. Al's been good today.
Yeah. Getting in there, knocking the ball away. Steph looked like he had a layup. Quick hands by Al. Almost knocked it off of Steph's leg.
Under out of bounds and find Buddy Hield, and he runs it off the window and in. Beats Sam Hauser to the spot. 6 straight here for Golden State. They've cut it to 24. 79-55 Horford. For Sam Hauser in the corner. Long cross court. Jaylen Brown up fakes on Buddy Hield. Has a step on him. Help from Moody. So Jaylen steps back into a fall away. No good. Rebound Moody. Now the momentum with Golden State. Seeing how much they can chip off this deficit. Moody turns the corner. Driving on Pritchard. Bounce pass. Coming baseline. Shovel pass out to the corner for Buddy Hield. 3, no good. Rebound Horford. Whenever they make a good play, get good looks. They just have been so bad shooting the ball today. Buddy Hield 0 for 3 from distance. Golden State 6 of 32. Jaylen Brown puts it to the floor, whips it to the corner. Tatum swings it around the horn from Hauser to Pritchard. Open 3, got it.
Now, that was the thing of beauty. That time swung that ball all the way around the horn, got back to Pritchard on his fingertips.
And after a slow start shooting threes in this game, the Celtics are up to 39%. Lead by 27. Steph moves to the free throw line. Moody flip shot comes way short. Rebound, pinballs around, headed out of bounds. Through the Boston bench. It should be Celtics ball, and it is.
Boy, everybody scrambled to get out of the way.
And this is a bad day to talk about it because you don't have Pajemski, you don't have Draymond Green, other guys. But what is the upside for Golden State this year? Jaylen Brown flips out to Horford, swings it to a wide open Tatum. He has time to dribble, set his feet, and then knock down an open three.
Yeah,
and the lead is back to 30.
That's the killer right there. So nobody's reacting right now.
Stepping to his left, Steph launches and hits. You know he's coming out. He's going to get his. That was a vintage Steph Curry three. He's up to 18 on 6 of 15 shooting. 85-58. But coming right back down the other way, Sam Hauser launches in transition and pushes the lead back to 30. Now Curry tries to get it back, and they got blocked. Pritchard blocked the Steph Curry three. And here's Tatum in the offensive end. Bumped by Looney. Boston by 30. Tatum puts it in the right hand. Here he comes inside the free throw line. Bounce pass. Pritchard in the dunker spot for the easy two. Off the window. Golden State had some momentum going, then an 11-3 Boston run, and the margin is 32 as we hit 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Santos. Bounce pass for Looney at the free throw line. Over the shoulder pass. Gives a clean look for Moody. His three is no good. Hauser the rebound. Quick outlet Pritchard. Celtics still trying to go. Pritchard slowed down by Buddy Hield. Ducks the shoulder and gets fouled to the reach in. And it's very quiet.
And it should be. If you're on the team, if you're with the home team, you up excited with a ping pong ball.
Especially how much you paid to get in here. So Golden State gets in, and here's the upside. If I'm looking at this, all right, completely glass half full from Golden State standpoint. They get healthy. They were a good defensive team. They showed early in the year when they got off to the 12-3 start how they can defend. You're not going to have a high seed. But the teams that have the high seeds, if you can just avoid the 8 spot, are not teams with a lot of playoff experience. Houston, Memphis, teams like that. Entry, Jaylen Brown in the paint, has the ball knocked away, saves it from going out of bounds. Jaylen has been an adventure today. In the shadows of his college experience at Cal, Jaylen, here's a step back on Hield, leans in, 12-footer is good. And boy, he just cleaned up a mess of a possession.
Absolutely.
It's a 34-point margin now. One of the Celtics' largest leads of the year. Moody, bounce pass, cranking up a three from the baseline and knocking it down to split post. Starting to empty the bench now is Steve Kerr, 92-60. 10th 30-point lead of the year for the Celtics, by the way. Missed three by Jaylen Brown. Offensive rebound, Peyton Pritchard. Bumps Santos away. And they're going to call the foul before postgame in for the block.
Tell you what, Peyton Pritchard would get one of those on me if I was playing.
And then what? You go Draymond Green on him?
Watch this song. And they'll love this in the back. Hammer time. Dun, 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 dun.
MC Hammer, who became a huge part of pop culture and the zeitgeist, 30 plus years ago, and he began by doing his act in the parking lot at Oakland Coliseum, where he was a bat boy for the A's.
Charles Finley, I think, was the owner of the team at that time. And
flaunted all the rules, all the different uniforms, let players grow facial hair.
Man, bought him over, and they called him, but they actually called him before the Hammer, they called him, they just really, because they thought he was looking more like, Hank Aaron.
He did look like Hank Aaron. 40-point quarter here for the Celtics, who lead by 34. Schroeder shovels it back for Buddy Hield. Straightaway three is good. He leaned that one in. 94-63. Margin is 31 here. Celtics still going for the 2-for-1 here. They're still playing the game. Pritchard, push pass out to Derek White. He's going to launch. His three is good. And Derek White, who entered the game 10 of his last 52 from three, is 2 for 2 today, as is Drew Holiday.
Need a good wake-up call.
Post hand for Buddy Hield. It's crazy that he took 16 threes in the last game, and he's taken 2 today. Post, turnaround, banks it off the glass, no good. Rebound, Derek White, and this should be the last call here for Celtics starters. Final 10 seconds beginning now, the third quarter. Celtics dominating, up by 34. Peyton Pritchard, right-hand dribble, into paint, kick to the corner. Al Horford, a good night three is no good. Rebound, Drew Holiday got a hand on it as the third quarter comes to an end. The Celtics score 43 points in the quarter, and in any suspense there was left. Celtics led by 11 at the end of one, by 15 at halftime. They're up by 34 as we make the turn for home. End of three at Chase Center. Boston 97, Golden State 63. On the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Sniffles and sneezes got you down? GoodRx is here to help with big savings on commonly prescribed cold and flu meds. GoodRx is free and easy to use. GoodRx is accepted at all major pharmacies like CVS, Walmart, and Walgreens. Just search your prescription, find a coupon, then show your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx is not insurance, but it works whether you have insurance or not. If you do, GoodRx may beat your copay price. Download the free app or visit GoodRx.com to save today.
What does the future hold for business? Can someone invent a crystal ball? Until then, over 41,000 businesses have future-proofed their business with NetSuite by Oracle, the #1 cloud ERP, bringing accounting, financial management, inventory, and HR into one platform. With real-time insights and forecasting, you're able to peer into the future and seize new opportunities. Download the CFO's Guide to AI and Machine Learning for free at netsuite.com/Celtics. That's netsuite.com/Celtics.
Did you or a loved one serve in the military? You could be eligible for veteran health care at little to no cost. Simply visit va.gov or call 800-MY-VA-411. That's va.gov or 800-MY-VA-411.
When two equally powerful opposing forces meet,
this is one of the best rivalries in the NBA.
Something has to give. These collisions can make entire cities shake. For centuries, the world's leading minds have tried to describe these cataclysmic events. The National Basketball Association calls it Rivals Week. NBA Rivals Week begins January 21st on ABC, ESPN, TNT, and NBA TV.
The Celtics play here, the Sports Hub.
Well, the Celtics doing what they do. Remember last year, early in March, they piled it on at that historic win against Golden State in a nationally televised game in early March here on Martin Luther King Day. It's NBA holiday. Golden State came in this game limping. They came in shorthanded, and they have taken a beating here today. And Steve Kerr going to empty the bench with Boston up by 34 as we go to the fourth quarter, 97-63. Celtics scored 43 points in that third quarter. Last 2 years now, the Celtics, remember last year they had more 30-point leads than 10-point deficits. That number had started to turn pretty dramatically the other way, but Celtics now in the last two seasons, 27 30-point leads, 32 10-point deficits. Celtics are going to keep Derek White, Drew Holiday in the game with Pritchard, Cornette, and Hauser. This would be one of those days where you get that nice Elam ending. First one to 100 wins. And Celtics should score. And everybody could get out of here quick. We'll watch some football tonight. Drew Holiday, long cross court. Derek White, pretty good look at a three. No good. That's his first miss. And the rebound will go out of bounds. You want to explain it seems like you have a good reason for your truancy.
Truancy? What do you mean? We've
been on the air for the last 2 minutes.
Good.
Where were you?
Good. We didn't lose anything. Did the score change?
You're on camera now. Actually, it didn't. Straightaway three is no good for Post. And a rebound for Derek White.
Pizza time.
That's a good choice. 97-63. Holiday, bounce pass for Peyton Pritchard. Against Santos here. Pritchard switches to the left hand. Tried his move underneath. Ball punched away. Derek White will save it. Looks up. Sees 9 on the shot clock. Derek White for Pritchard. Tricky dribble. Steps to his right. Off balance. Three is good.
Ooh.
This dude.
He said something to the bench over there, but the guys were behind him.
37-point Boston lead. 100-63 a minute into the fourth. So Bino sees the sweep. A missed layup. That was Spencer. Hauser. Right side, he's going to launch one. No good. The rebound for Lindy Waters. Pat Spencer, Quentin Post, Lindy Waters out there with Buddy Hield and Guy Santos for Golden State. Not exactly their top five. Lindy Waters up fake on Derek White. Steps into the baseline. 18-footer rims out. Looks like every other shot it seems like Golden State is taking today. Warriors 33%, 22% from three. Drew Holiday the rebound. I wouldn't mind seeing Drew Holiday and Derek White out of this game.
Yeah, get them out.
With 10:16 to go, Holiday step back three. No good. The rebound for Buddy Hield. Look where Buddy Hield has fallen to here since the start of the year he had. Santos. Bounce pass into the corner. Post. Throws a bad pass picked up by Hauser. Lobs it ahead. Pritchard gets to it. Finds Derek White. Attacking. Laying it up and in. And the Celtics, who had Golden State down by 50 in the game in Boston last year, have a chance to put them down by 40 here.
To the post.
Post to the post. Get back to Spencer. His three is good.
You know, it must be something. You're talking about Spencer, guys like that, shooting with Steph Curry. You got to learn a lot by just playing and practicing with a guy like that.
Can you learn the things that Steph Curry...
Well, you can imitate him, but not good.
Talk about changing the game. Derek White enters to Luke Cornett. He draws a double team. Pressure bounce pass into the corner. Hauser steps into 18 feet. His baseline jumper is good at the shot clock buzzer. Celtics still executing here.
Maybe, and this is a good thing for the Celtics to get everybody back on track.
I'm with you on that. 104-66, 38-point margin here with 8:55 to go.
But I would, like you, love to get Holiday out of this game.
It's a block.
And White.
Cornett blocks Santos. Let's talk about Quentin Post here if we get a chance. The BC Eagle. Boston College got throttled the other night. No surprise. By Derek White's three is no good. Rebound for Lindy Waters. Something we saw Cooper Flagg at TD Garden on Friday. Trail three. No good from Quentin Post. Entry, Spencer, hands to post, dives in past Cornett, scores off the glass. 104-68, just math right now.
What you get is the polite claps right now. Gosh, I guess I gotta.
Going to get a Xavier Tillman sighting here. Pritchard drives, crazy scoop with the right hand, may have gotten blocked, but an offensive rebound. Cornett, kick out, Hauser aims that three, got it. Sam Hauser trying to shoot himself back into rhythm, and Steve Kerr will call timeout.
Remember, you used to get mad when guys were shooting threes when you'd be up by 30 points, but this is the new lay of the land. Hey, tell you what, traffic shouldn't be bad getting out of here today.
Celtics are 10 of 18 from three in the second half, and they've been in control for quite some time. 8:04 to go. Boston 107, Golden State 68 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
You turned your dating app for pets into a business, which just turned over its first billion. You turned around the fortunes of a failing football club, politely turned down a Nobel Peace Prize, and turned up on Mars in your own reusable rocket. All while struggling to turn on the dishwasher. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover business development titles on Audible.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you, you're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles, one home at a time.
Tip off every Celtics game all season long with great tasting, less filling Miller Lite, the original light beer. Miller Lite, official partner of the 2024 World Champion Boston Celtics. When it's game time, it's Miller time, Celtics fans.
Hey, it's Zoe here, and you guys know as well as I do, when you're faced with a rebuild year, it's all about staying 2 steps ahead of the competition. Oakers Technologies has a history of shaping the future. For over 100 years, they made their clients future ready, helping revamp their technology and IT systems to meet their ever-evolving needs. They're a New England company that gets it, delivering the attention of a local team with the skill to be your single-source IT partner. From full IT infrastructure rebuilds to your everyday AV upgrades, Oakers Technologies makes it easy to be future ready. Proud partner of your New England Patriots.
Waiting for your electrical supplies during the day or sitting in traffic is for the birds. Use the GCE Night Train from Granite City Electric and get access to over $50 million in local inventory with a free guaranteed overnight delivery of your electrical supplies anywhere in New England. So avoid wasting time waiting in line and sitting in traffic. Order by 5 p.m. and you'll have your materials the next morning by 6 a.m. guaranteed. Visit GCENightTrain.com to get on board the GCE Night Train today. Granite City Electric, proud partner of the Boston Bruins Radio Network.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
Celtics in command. This is a closer game than it should have been. Late second, early third quarter. Now we highlight with the Celtics upgraded their game plan. Brought to you by NetSuite by Oracle. Right place to be for that. #1 cloud ERP, bringing accounting, financial management, inventory, and HR to one fluid platform. NetSuite.com/Celtics. And, well, Celtics weren't making their shots. And the early part of the game, Golden State had 4 offensive rebounds in the first 3 minutes of this game. They've only had 5 the rest of the day, and that's saying something considering they have missed 50 shots, 50 of their 76 shots.
Good job by Porzingis hitting the glass, making sure there were no second chance opportunities.
Celtics up 39 here. Largest lead of the day. It is among their largest leads of the year. Remember, they led Golden State by 56 in the game in Boston last year. Celtics have had 2 40-point leads this year. The 40-point lead against Indiana the game after Christmas, and the 56-point lead on New Year's Eve. Out of the timeout, Moody, Hield, Waters, Post, and Spencer will finish this game for Golden State. Celtics get Jordan Walsh and Xavier Tillman in the game with Hauser, Pritchard, and Cornette. Celtics will play again Wednesday night, the first appearance at the Intuit Dome in L.A. Post flips up and in with the right hand after the feed from Spencer. 107-70. Jordan Walsh with a bounce entry to Tillman. Feel free to expound on your analysis at this point. I think we're pretty much safe from having to call every second. Pritchard, a little pass underneath on the interior to Cornette for the two-hand slam. 109-70.
This pizza with the garlic on it, man, is off the chain.
It looked good, and you got that
off the chain.
When the pepperoni curls a little bit, so that the grease grease puddles are inside the pepperoni. Moody shuttles it right side. It's a good look for Waters, and he knocks down a 3. So we're 109-73. Only suspense left is can the Celtics get a 40-point lead.
Still challenging shots. I like that. Guys on the floor, that's their job.
Post transfer, I think he started at Mississippi. Before going to BC, Pritchard lob for Cornette and throws it down. He makes it rain with the right hand. 111-73. It's been a really good stretch for Cornette. About a month or two now. He's 4 for 4 today, which is becoming tonight here in the Bay Area. It's been tonight, obviously, in New England for a while. Spinning, Spencer met at the rim. Cornette just waiting for him, but he swatted it so hard it went out of bounds. He is getting it from the starters. He did a little fist pump.
Think about it, he's such a character, though, man. You just have to love him. And here's a guy who probably could have went someplace and got more money, but decided to come back. He wanted to play here for the veterans minimum. Now, me, on the other hand.
Under out of bounds. Waters comes to get it. Launches the deep 3 over Jordan Walsh. No good. Long rebound. Golden State going to get it. Heel for Waters. Into the corner. Moses Moody for 3. No good. Rebound Cornette. Golden State 10 of 43 from 3. The thing is, if they've been 20 for 43, they'd still be trailing in this game. Jaden Springer going to get some run here. As is to be is Cada. Jordan Walsh out of the wing. You still have 6 minutes to go. Should have my son take over play-by-play, do you think? Be a good time to hand the reins. Tillman has the ball punched away. Shot clock violation.
Didn't want to report, that would be called child labor. I don't think we have that right now.
At 13, you can start doing some stuff, I think, when you're 13.
Are you doing anything right now?
He's got
Jack,
some side.
Jack, what are you doing right now?
He's got some side hustles going on right now.
Side hustles? Are you cutting grass or you...
Well, you know what he couldn't do today? He has one of his side hustles he couldn't do today, which is shoveling snow.
Wow, okay.
Bounce pass, Spencer all alone, and he blows the layup.
Oh, my God.
Woo. And he will hear about that one. That's Spencer, the two-way player from Northwestern. Three is no good from Jordan Walsh. Offensive rebound, Cornette going to give Jordan Walsh a clean look from the right side. Three is good. And the Boston Celtics, for the second time in 3 games against Golden State, have taken a 40-point lead. 114-73. Obviously, these teams will not meet again.
No, can't meet for championship.
Dribbling behind his back, Moody steps to his left and sticks a 3. 114-76.
Are you trying to say that the Warriors can't come out of the way?
I'm not trying to say it. I'm actually saying. I don't believe anybody. Who's beaten OKC in their 7-game series? Forget Golden State. Give me take the whole field in the Western Conference. Who's going to do it? Jaden Springer. Enters to Keita, flips it up with the right hand, no good. Rebound out of bounds off Keita. It'll be Golden State ball. You have to understand the historic nature of what OKC is doing here. Like, this is, right now, if they maintain it, they will have the greatest regular season in NBA history.
I get it. The same thing with the Patriots when they were, 16-0?
You love that. You and that sad Mercury Morris. Right side 3 from Moody is no good.
The man is dead. Gee. Damn.
His legacy should have been that he was a great running back on a great team and not someone who celebrated when other teams lost. Keita. Hand off to Xavier Tillman. Entry for Cornette to Keita. Flips up with the right hand, no good, but he gets fouled. Keita will go to the line. We haven't seen a lot of the Keita-Cornette twin towers.
You're moving a lot of guys who are going to come out of this game again. But this is one of those things that happens when if you're the Celtics and you play at your level. And that's why I think it was good. This is the last thing that needed to happen for the Warriors. The Celtics will come near me and a little ornery after the game they lost.
Yeah. Want to make a programming decision on the air? Who do you want to talk to today?
Keita. Well, not now.
Not anymore. Not after he missed the second free throw. 115-76.
Peyton Pritchard. We'll do it on the air. I'll tell you who I'd like to have.
And so it shall be. I'll pull some strings.
Okay.
Jordan Walsh reaches in, has a steal. Baylor Shireman going to get some run here. Jordan Walsh comes in behind the Keita seal, run right into traffic and fumbled his layup attempt. 115-76. The only thing about this end of game situation here is that the start of the game wasn't that pretty. So not exactly this huge drop off. Quick post, the former BC Eagle, born in Amsterdam.
Oh, all right, got that in. Whoa.
Didn't think we'd have that today, but we do. I think we see Quentin post left side 3 from Spencer is no good. Spencer, didn't think we would talk about Northwestern or BC today. Post started at Mississippi State, then he transferred to BC. Tillman shuttles it out to Springer. Up fakes the 3. Springer puts it to the floor. Kick out. Jordan Walsh has all day to shoot a 3, and he knocks it down. 118-76. Largest margin of the game, 42. Moody. Hand up underneath to Santos. Who spins. Tillman playing him tough. Santos bounce pass out to Waters. Moody swings to the open man. Going to be Spencer again. 3 is off. And the rebound. Post goes over the back. Knocks it off Tillman out of bounds. So Golden State will get it back. But first, our friends at Turner need one final commercial timeout. 2:45 to go. Boston 118. Golden State 76. On the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hi, this is Bob Sosi, voice of New England football. You've heard me talk about Clear Path for Veterans and safety insurance. Now New Hampshire residents can also support our veterans and save on auto insurance. Clear Path for Veterans is working with Safety Insurance to help New England veterans at the Resource Center in Devens, Massachusetts. Safety policyholders can make a $50 tax-deductible donation to Clear Path and earn a 5% discount on your safety automobile insurance. New Hampshire and Massachusetts residents can say thanks to those who serve and get rewarded. Visit safety4vets.com.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at luxurymakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles one home at a time. Hey, it's Zoe here, and you guys know as well as I do, when you're faced with a rebuild year, it's all about staying 2 steps ahead of the competition. Oakers Technologies has a history of shaping the future. For over 100 years, they made their clients future ready, helping revamp their technology and IT systems to meet their ever-evolving needs. They're a New England company that gets it, delivering the attention of a local team with the skill to be your single-source IT partner. From full IT infrastructure rebuilds to your everyday AV upgrades, Oakers Technologies makes it easy to be future ready. Proud partner of your New England Patriots.
Home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
If you were concerned about rush hour traffic in San Francisco today, it will not be an issue here at the Chase Center, as it looks like 2/3 of the people are long since gone on this holiday. 118-76, 42-point lead for the Celtics here with 2:45 to go. And how many times have we seen it where the Celtics, over the last few years, when something goes wrong at home, obviously nothing went wrong at home last year, but they get back on the road and suddenly they look dominant again. And there is no, we'll have the numbers obviously at some point when the game is over, but the dominant numbers here for the Celtics as a road team, which over the last 3 years, they've essentially won 2 out of every 3 games they've played on the road with a scoring differential up near 8 points per game on the road. Those are championship numbers. You win 2 out of every 3 games and outscore teams by 8, you're a championship contender. That's just what the Celtics have done on the road. And by the way, the games that don't even count, think about the playoff games they won on the road, including Game 1 of the NBA Finals on this floor 3 years ago.
You just make sure you maintain and make sure you're healthy. I'm just as interested in seeing what happens down in L.A. No second hour back-to-back when you play the Lakers.
Clippers, and by the way, the Clippers are playing really well. 3 from Waters is no good. Golden State 11 of 48 now from 3. 11 of 48. Down to 2.5 to go. Margin is 42. Xavier Tillman for Jordan Walsh. Celtics will finally get that 30th win of the year. Walsh misses a 3. Rebound for Spencer. Actually, Northwestern had that nice run of the tournament a few years ago. Spencer goes the distance, throws it out of the wing to Moody. Swung to post, straight away 3. Nope. Rebound, Shireman.
Sharman, good numbers here for him. And what you do, you settle down and play your game.
Shireman runs into contact to the post and brings it back out. About to announce 2 minutes left. Shireman steps back into a deep 3 for the lefty, and it's good.
I love the fact that the Celtics, all the people on the bench, all the players stood up and gave him a little clap.
Into it, which is where we will be on Wednesday.
Wow,
Into it,
I saw what like you did then. Into it. I'm into it.
You know who's into it? The PA guy. He's into that's Santos for 3. It's 121-79. Celtics got the lead briefly to 45. But it is a different, I mean, even when you and I were first doing games together, you weren't shooting 3s at the end of games. Shireman steps into 18 feet and knocks one down, 123-79.
Oh, sure. I mean, Detroit did at the time I did a radio game, I did a TV game.
I was with the great Jimmy Myers that night. Celtics went down by Tayshaun Prince shooting all those 3s. Corner 3 for Waters is good, so we're 123-82.
Bring it.
That was the first NBA 3, by the way, for Baylor Shireman. Springer creeps in on the right side. Post waiting for him in the post. Kick out Shireman. Looking for a second career 3, but it comes up short. Well, the Celtics win by 40. That's the only suspense left here with a minute to go. Santos 3. Rims out. Rebound for Xavier Tillman. We're down to 52 seconds to go. Shireman lobs it for Keita in the paint with his back to the basket. Lays it up and in.
One guy, a bunch of small guys out on the floor. Keita just going where he wants to go.
Trying to count. I got 13 guys have scored for the Celtics today. Quentin Post, straightaway 3 is good.
Quentin Post for 3.
That was really good.
He's holding it. He was holding it.
just in case if the guy misses a game. 125-85, 25 seconds to go. Our best wishes to our buddy Kevin Harlan. He was a late scratch today. Our friend, good friend Brian Anderson filling in for him. Springer misses, so chance for Golden State to get this under 40. Moody, though, dribbles behind his back, doesn't get it. Gobbled up by Jordan Walsh. He will walk it across half court, and we'll have a nice, even, symmetrical 40-point win for the Boston Celtics to begin their West Coast road trip. The clock hits triple zeros, and the team that has played better as a road team in the Bay Area for the last decade scores another dominant win on the road. The reigning and defending world champions look like it today. They blow out the Golden State Warriors for the second consecutive year. The final score, Boston 125, Golden State 85. Back with more on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles one home at a time. Hey, it's Zoe, and Oakers Technologies has a long history of helping businesses stay future-ready as their single-source IT partner, providing everything from full IT infrastructure to everyday AV needs. And they're hyper-focused on managed IT services that feel easy and simple from a single point of contact. Their ProCare support team are the people behind the technology that make sure that you have a custom approach to the support and resources you need to keep your business future-ready with Oakers Technologies, proud partner of your New England Patriots.
Waiting for your electrical supplies during the day or sitting in traffic is for the birds. Use the GCE Night Train from Granite City Electric and get access to over $50 million in local inventory with a free guaranteed overnight delivery of your electrical supplies anywhere in New England. So avoid wasting time waiting in line and sitting in traffic. Order by 5 p.m. and you'll have your materials the next morning by 6 a.m. guaranteed. Visit GCENightTrain.com to get on board the GCE Night Train today. Granite City Electric, proud partner of the Boston Bruins Radio Network.
Hi, this is Bob Sosi, voice of New England football. You've heard me talk about ClearPath for veterans and safety insurance. Now New Hampshire residents can also support our veterans and save on auto insurance. ClearPath for Veterans is working with safety insurance to help New England veterans at the resource centers in Devens, Massachusetts and Manchester, New Hampshire. Safety policyholders can make a $50 tax-deductible donation to ClearPath and earn a 5% discount on your safety automobile insurance. New Hampshire and Massachusetts residents can say thanks to those who serve and get rewarded. Visit safetyforvets.com.
Tip off every Celtics game all season long with great tasting, less filling Miller Lite, the original light beer. Miller Lite, official partner of the 2024 World Champion Boston Celtics. When it's game time, it's Miller time, Celtics fans.
Now Taxes is 100% free when you file in the TurboTax app if you didn't file with us last year.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, just do your own taxes in the app by 2/18.
What if I have lots of forms?
All good, all 100% free.
What if I had 3 jobs?
Still 100% free.
What if I once saw Bigfoot?
That has nothing to do with taxes, so still 100% free.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
Now this is taxes. See if you qualify in the TurboTax app. Excludes TurboTax Live, must start and file in app by 2/18.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side, your Sleep Number setting. And now it's our lowest price of the season on our top-selling i8 smart bed. Your best savings, plus free home delivery with any base. Exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. All Sleep Number smart beds offer temperature solutions for your best sleep. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
This is the story of the one who, as a maintenance specialist for a historic high-rise, knows that vintage charm historically needs constant attention. Which is why, when it's time to upgrade turn-of-the-century mechanicals, they turn to Grainger. With easy access to 1 million-plus products and the scale to deliver when and where you need them. The right tools and supplies are never far away. So the one can keep that vintage building running like new. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The final, Peyton Pritchard joins us outside the Celtics locker room. And I don't know what it is about you guys when you get out on the road the last couple of years, but it just seems like everything comes together.
Yeah, I mean, road dogs. I mean, we've been struggling a little bit. Everybody knows it, so it's a good win today. And right now, we just got to find consistency and going into the next one to have the same energy and same fight.
I told Sean, I said, you get one of those with me. That forearm you do running in. You get one, but that second one, you're about to catch hell. I love how you get into the basket like that now.
I appreciate it. I found something that works for me, so, yeah, obviously I'm a littler guard, so people don't really expect it, so it kind of catches them off guard, so I got to continue it.
Some things you're doing, you're getting it up so quick, though. Again,
For sure.
they're not
finish.
even like, whoa, and it's already gone.
For sure. I give them a little shoulder to the chest and quickly go up, so it's hard to time it.
And we saw one you did today we really hadn't seen. It was like a fast break, and to avoid a chase down block, you sort of change speeds.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, especially when I'm going to the rim on the fast break, guys can time it up and try to go block it. So I got to use my body, try to cut off their momentum, and like you said, change speeds and make an easy layup.
Well, now you got another game. You get a little rest going down to L.A., a couple of games. These are momentum games for you guys to get back on track, right?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. It's a good win, but like I said, we got to be consistent. Got to go into Clippers on Wednesday and come with the same intensity.
I will see you on the plane, my friend.
See you guys. Appreciate it.
125-85 is the final. Max and I will wrap it up from San Francisco next on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Lowe's knows how to help make your Super Bowl 59 party a touchdown. Let us help you prep your home to host with top brands like Charbroil, Blackstone, and LG, so you can be the MVP of game day. Plus, use the Lowe's app to find what you need for a seamless shopping run. Or huddle up with our Lowe's Red Vest associates to help make all your game time hosting decisions.
Typical children's vitamins are basically candy in disguise. Some are filled with 2 teaspoons of sugar, unhealthy chemicals, and other gummy additives that growing kids should never eat. That's why Hiya created the Kids Daily Multivitamin, a chewable vitamin with 15+ essential vitamins and minerals. Some kids' vitamins are filled with 5 grams of sugar, and sugar is known to contribute to a variety of health issues. Hiya is made with 0 sugar and 0 gummy additives, yet it tastes great and is perfect for picky eaters. Hiya is made with a blend of 12 organic fruits and veggies and helps support kids' immune systems, energy, brain function, mood, concentration, and more. It's also non-GMO, vegan, dairy-free, allergy-free, gelatin-free, and nut-free. Hiya is designed for kids 2 and up and sent straight to your door, so parents have one less thing to worry about. To receive 50% off your first order, go to hiyahealth.com/no sugar. Go to hiyahealth.com/no sugar and get your kids the full body nourishment they need to grow into healthy adults.
A strong host game needs a strong wing game. Add Popeye's wings to your game day spread, and the crew won't just be cheering, they'll be salivating. With 8 bold, crispy Louisiana flavors to satisfy everyone's taste buds, our wing game is strong enough to always get you the W. At $5.99 for a 6-piece, order bone-in or boneless for your next watch party. Someone just wrapped up the title of Most Valuable Host. At participating U.S. restaurants, price may vary, tax extra.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub.
Celtics still going for the 2-for-1 here. They're still playing the game. Pritchard, push pass out to Derek White. He's going to launch. His 3 is good. And Derek White, who entered the game 10 of his last 52 from 3, is 2 for 2 today. The funny thing about this game was, Max, in a lot of ways, the Celtics weren't playing great in the first quarter and a half. And they end up with their 6th 40-point road win in the last quarter century.
Well, I mean, they play with a certain amount of confidence and play with some power in that second half. A lot of times they were throwing the ball into traffic and you really didn't have the smartest game. But then after a while, in that third quarter, they started to tighten up. They started to eliminate all those turnovers, and this is what happens when you're playing a team that's wounded on the road, and you're the world champions. You come in, and you're healthy. You do what you need to do.
It was a remarkably consistent performance by the Golden State Warriors today. They missed threes in the first minute. They missed threes in the 7th minute. They missed threes in the second. They missed threes literally all afternoon.
Well, that happens, but not a lot when Steph Curry's here. But even Steph Curry had a tough time tonight trying to carry the load.
He was 4 of 12 from 3. Steph ended up with 18 points, high score for Golden State. Celtics had 6 guys in double figures, 13 players that scored in this game by the time it was over. And I don't know if this is the kind of game that gets you healthy. What you'd like to see was particularly on defense here. Offensively, it was an up-and-down first half. The numbers ended up pretty good, 118 points, 54% shooting, 42% from three, because the Celtics, they were terrible shooting the three in the first half. The numbers were bad. It was something like 7 for 24. So the Celtics went 12 of 21 shooting threes in the second half, bringing the offensive numbers up. But if they defend at this level, you're not going to get horrific shooting the way you got from Golden State today every night. But you defend like that with your intentionality on the defensive end, you're going to have a chance to win every game.
Get your share of basketball games can be yours if you play with that kind of power.
So the Celtics now, as we said, go into Los Angeles. The Thursday night game, high-profile game Saturday in Dallas. High-profile game against the Lakers on Thursday night. The team in this stretch of games that is playing the best is the L.A. Clippers. They're playing their best basketball. They blew out the Lakers last night. They had Brooklyn down by about 70 a few days ago. James Harden has fit in nicely with this group. There have been really no issues which have surrounded the Clippers. Are obviously a very well-coached team. Zubac is having a career year. This is easily the toughest game on the trip.
Well, tough games, but, I mean, this is what you bargain for. You come in healthy. If the Celtics, they're not there, you're going to be a rested team, and so your opportunities will be there. And we'll see what happens. Is Porzingis going to play first game, Al Horford not second game like they did the other day? Who's going to do what?
Interesting, because you got Zubac one night and Anthony Davis the next night. So which is a better matchup? If one is coming out and one,
Well, I would love to have Porzingis really, I think, for the second game versus the Lakers, and really maybe have Al for the first game versus Zubac, a big, strong, powerful guy.
All right, to Los Angeles, the Celtics go. Obviously, we'll have a lot of discussion about what's gone on in that city the last couple of weeks as the Celtics make their first trip to Los Angeles of the year. 10 o'clock start Wednesday night, then our first ever visit to the Intuit Dome. 10:30 game. Celtics try to sweep the series from the L.A. Clippers. The Celtics beat Golden State by 50 a year ago. They beat them by 40 this afternoon. The final score, Boston 125, Golden State 85. We'll talk to you Wednesday night from Los Angeles. In the meantime, we'll talk to Joe Murray.
All right, guys, Celtics win in a blowout tonight. We'll have all the numbers for you and the box score coming up. But first, it is time for tonight's Lexus Amazing Play of the Game.
Tatum goes for the corner out of bounds and safe to Porzingis. And back to Tatum. Porzingis sets the screen. Tatum fires the three and buries it. And the Boston Celtics have a 30-point lead in San Francisco.
That's tonight's Lexus Amazing Play of the Game, brought to you by the Lexus TX. Whether you're a passenger princess, a new set of twins, or even the family dog, everyone travels in luxurious comfort in the Lexus TX. We'll go around the NBA. We'll get you your scores from tonight's big Celtics win. We'll do that coming up next. I'm Joe Murray here on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports of Celtics Radio Network.
You turned your dating app for pets into a business, which just turned over its first billion. You turned around the fortunes of a failing football club, politely turned down a Nobel Peace Prize, and turned up on Mars in your own reusable rocket. All while struggling to turn on the dishwasher. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover business development titles on Audible.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles one home at a time. Hey, it's Zoe, and Oakers Technologies has a long history of helping businesses stay future-ready as their single-source IT partner, providing everything from full IT infrastructure to everyday AV needs. And they're hyper-focused on managed IT services that feel easy and simple from a single point of contact. Their ProCare support team are the people behind the technology that make sure that you have a custom approach to the support and resources you need to keep your business future-ready with Oakers Technologies, proud partner of your New England Patriots.
Hi, this is Bob Sosi, voice of New England football. You've heard me talk about ClearPath for Veterans and safety insurance. Now New Hampshire residents can also support our veterans and save on auto insurance. ClearPath for Veterans is working with safety insurance to help New England veterans at the resource centers in Devens, Massachusetts and Manchester, New Hampshire. Safety policyholders can make a $50 tax-deductible donation to ClearPath and earn a 5% discount on your safety automobile insurance. New Hampshire and Massachusetts residents can say thanks to those who serve and get rewarded. Visit safetyforvets.com.
Felger and Maz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
Pritchard drives, crazy scoop with the right hand, may have gotten blocked, but an offensive rebound. Cornette, kick out, Hauser aims that three, got it. Sam Hauser trying to shoot himself back into rhythm, and Steve Kerr will call timeout.
Remember, you guys used to get mad when guys were shooting threes when you'd be up by 30 points, but this is the new lay of the land.
Well, that was the connection of the game, powered by Comcast Business. With an advanced network, cybersecurity solutions, and trusted partnership, Comcast Business powers more businesses than anyone. Call or visit ComcastBusiness.com. Today, I'm Joe Murray. Well, Celtics rolled 40-point win tonight. I'll just go by threes. How about that? Celtics shot 42% from three. They hit 20 of their 48. The Warriors, on the other hand, shot 53, hit 14 of them. So Joe Math tells you that is 26.4%. So that was the difference in tonight's game. Led by Jason Tatum and his 22 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. He also got 18 points from Kristaps Porzingis and 17 from Jaylen Brown. Off the bench, that was Sam Hauser. As you heard in the highlight there, played 21 minutes tonight, 11.
Tip off every Celtics game all season long with great tasting, less filling Miller Lite, the original light beer. Miller Lite, official partner of the 2024 World Champion Boston Celtics. When it's game time, it's Miller time, Celtics fans.
Waiting for your electrical supplies during the day or sitting in traffic is for the birds. Use the GCE Night Train from Granite City Electric and get access to over $50 million in local inventory with a free guaranteed overnight delivery of your electrical supplies anywhere in New England. So avoid wasting time waiting in line and sitting in traffic. Order by 5 p.m. and you'll have your materials the next morning by 6 a.m. guaranteed. Visit GCENightTrain.com to get on board the GCE Night Train today. Granite City Electric, proud partner of the Boston Bruins Radio Network.
We'll have you for the next 90 minutes. We'll do some Celtics post. The Bruins also played today. Some NFL news. And, of course, the College National Football Championship just about to get underway. So be sure to join our flagship station, 98.5 The Sports Hub. Excellent job to our studio technician tonight, Matthew Stenberg. I'm Joe Murray. We'll talk to you guys on Wednesday night on the BetMGM 98.5 The Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
This is Boston Celtics basketball.
Jaylen forces it up over C. No! He tied it! He did it! Jaylen Brown from the corner with 5.6 to go. Kick out, open. Tatum steps to his left, 3 in the air. Got it!
Big boys step up at the right time, man.
The Celtics are brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks and presenting sponsor of the Celtics Radio Network. Please bet responsibly. Amica Insurance, your New England Ford dealers, Cambridge Savings Bank, Shaw's and Star Market, and by Ticketmaster.
Pritchard shovel back to Porzingis, having a trail 3. Got it! Boston by 14. Kyrie forces one out, blocked by Porzingis again. Pritchard, half court, it's in the air. He got it! He did it again! Peyton Pritchard did it again!
Also brought to you by Clinton Savings Bank, VA New England, your Eastern Region Lexus dealers, Brex, Corona, Town Fair Tire, Kia North Danvers, FindMassMoney.gov, NetSuite by Oracle, your New England Honda dealers, and by DraftKings Sportsbook.
Confetti guns shooting green and white confetti and making the most beautiful blizzard you have ever seen. The Boston Celtics are world champions for the 18th time.
Celtics basketball is a presentation of the 98.5 The Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network. From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. Your home for every Patriots game.
It's going to look different, and it's going to smell different.
WBZ-FM and HD Boston 98.5 The Sports Hub, Disney Media Group Station.
Chance for Golden State to get this under 40. Moody, though, dribbles behind his back, doesn't get it. Gobbled up by Jordan Walsh. He will walk it across half court, and we'll have a nice, even symmetrical 40-point win for the Boston Celtics to begin their West Coast road trip. The clock hits triple zeros, and the team that has played better as a road team in the Bay Area for the last decade scores another dominant win on the road. The reigning and defending world champions look like it today. They blow out the Golden State Warriors for the second consecutive year. The final score, Boston 125, Golden State 85.
All right, back here, 98.5, the Sports Hub. Celtics win. I'm Joe Murray. Kendra Middleton is here, everybody. Hi, Kendra.
Hi, Joe.
Well, the Celtics won. They won by 40 points. That's a lot of points.
That is a lot of points. Are you impressed?
Can I be honest with you?
Of course, always.
Normally, if the Celtics beat the Warriors by 40 points, I'm green teaming hard. And what I mean by green teaming hard is,
you see they shot 41% tonight. See what they did to that defense of the Warriors? And Steph Curry tapped up.
That would be me. Normally. Tonight I'm a meh. Yeah.
Tonight I'm Kermit the Frog with my little T over here. I'm just like,
Meh.
It's a bad Warriors team. We talked about it during the break. They're barely over 500. No Draymond Green. They're not the Warriors roster of old. They only had 2 players go in double digits. One of them was off the bench, and one of them was Steph Curry. How am I supposed to be overwhelmed when that's the case? And Jason Tatum is going, 3 of 10 from 3.
I agree with you there. All right, so just a couple of things out of the game.
I'm not a Tatum hater. I would like to clarify.
No. Listen. We sat here and watched the game, and they were up so big. We started talking about
football.
And by the way, we'll react to the Celtics win tonight and the Bruins wins today as well. But the college national championship's on. They're doing the national anthems right now. I would like to highlight this as maybe somewhat of a watch along, where you can listen to us but also watch the game. We'll react to it. It's Notre Dame, Ohio State, which college football-wise are 2 of the bigger programs in college in forever, right?
Yeah, outside.
From Newt Rockne to Urban Meyer.
Oh my God, Joe! I will walk you out of here.
It's true though. From Newt Rockne to Urban Meyer.
You know what? I need to do my monthly tweet Urban Meyer that I hate him. Just in case you forgot, I hate your guts.
Yeah, listen, Ohio State, the last time they won a championship, he was the coach, right? Yeah. Ryan Day has failed to get to this point. Freeman's got his team playing excellent defensive coordinator, right? Like he's getting at least head coaching interviews. And we'll get into a lot of coaching stuff that's happening in the NBA right now, in the NFL.
Do you think Ryan Day is like the guy?
I'll tell you right now. When it comes to this game, he needs to win this game.
Yes. But my thing is that I'm not an Ohio State fan. I'm cheering for the Catholics tonight. But if he wins this game, they're stuck with him for eternity.
That's a good point.
They are stuck with him forever. Forever and ever.
That's a great point because I'm openly rooting for Notre Dame tonight. I want there to be points. So just so anybody is betting on the game, over 46 is where I'm at. I would have bet Notre Dame. There's just this thing about Ohio State. They were the favorites to start this, even though Oregon went undefeated.
Highest paid roster.
Definitely. Will Howard. I feel 2 things. Ryan Day and Will Howard. I'm rooting for Will Howard to throw 3 interceptions.
Same. Me and Dan talked about this on Saturday.
And I actually think Freeman has Notre Dame playing at an elite level with a good running game and a defense. Also, is there anybody more of, I don't want to say underdog story, because Riley Leonard was a high recruit after Daniel Jones at Duke, transferred, went to Notre Dame, and they kind of failed on Sam Hartman a year ago. Now Riley Leonard's this, mobile, dual threat quarterback who might not be he'll probably be maybe a 5th, 6th, I don't know where he'll rank in the draft.
I think he'll be a little bit higher than that. My thing is that I said this on Saturday. I think his decision making is what's gotten better throughout the season. I get whatever it was a week, 2 weeks ago, whenever their last game was, it wasn't great, but I've watched that part of his game mature. My thing with Notre Dame tonight is that they are so injured and have been injured the entirety of the season. I don't think if they were fully healthy, they would beat Ohio State. I think it might be like a 1-score game, something like that, but they're just so injured that I don't think that there is a crap shot in hell tonight. That's my thing. And I love Riley Leonard, but it is going to take Will Howard having the worst game of his career for them to win.
I agree with you on that. I think Will, and I know that, again, excuse me, everybody, if you're not used to college football talk in Boston, but the biggest game of the year is happening right now.
This is the game.
And with the Patriots having the number 4 pick in the draft.
It might be one of these guys.
Yeah. And there's a big tackle on Ohio State that everybody wants to talk about. There's definitely running backs, receivers, and linemen on Notre Dame. Like, maybe there's a late quarterback that they want to draft. Maybe it is Riley Leonard. Who knows? Chip Kelly was a local guy who
New Hampshire.
The offensive coordinator was a coach at New Hampshire at one point. There's a lot.
Ryan Day played quarterback at New Hampshire.
There you go. So there are at least
and
ties
coach there under Sean McDonald.
And years ago, Chip Kelly came in with the Eagles and beat the Patriots with Tom Brady. So, I'm trying to bring you a local connection here, and there's probably some local kids playing in the game. But overall, this is the biggest game of the year in college football, and, the Patriots have sucked, so they're at the top of the draft. They're going to draft throughout, and there's going to be a lot of prospects in this game.
From Ohio State, for sure.
And there'll be some guys that you'll be like, oh, they got to get that wide receiver, yet he's a freshman, we'll talk about it, and we'll
be watching.
Just real quick, we were just talking about the Celtics, and things haven't been right. When they lost to Atlanta the other night, to me, that was lack of focus. Even when you see Drew Holiday make a mistake and a ball goes out of bounds, they had a 3-point lead with the ball. All they had to do was hit their free throws and go home. They didn't. Drew Holiday had a bad turnover. Jason Tatum's missing free throws down the stretch. But there was a point in that game, Kendra, where Tatum got into it. He kind of strong-armed the basketball after. Yeah. It affected him.
Yeah, 100%. I don't think he's one of these guys that gets the get up from that. Speaking of the Warriors, Draymond Green is the type of guy who, gets off to something like that. Jason Tatum's not that guy. Jaylen Brown, I think, is the type to get off to something like that. That's not Jason Tatum.
I think they're at their best when he doesn't have to be that guy.
Mazzulla cheering him for fighting and all that. I didn't hate that from him.
Well, there was a comment after the game that Jason Tatum was kind of like, this is what you all want me to do.
Yeah.
It got in his head. There's a lot going on with the Celtics right now, whether it's their sale, whether it's their bloated contracts that are at some point, probably this will be the last year they're together. Maybe they want to make a move. Maybe they got to move on from somebody. And I don't know if it's one of the starters, but could it be someone from their bench? Things aren't right now. There's a lot of sticking together talk while other guys are calling out their motivations. We talked about this the other night with Kristaps Porzingis calling the team out. The first thing that you and I said was, wow, look at him.
Yeah, you're one to talk, pal.
But thinking about it, do you think someone on that team has to do that?
Yeah, but my bigger thing is the drama of the Jay is not talking to the media right now. It's do you know how many times? And I know that this is.
Yeah, but yet, did you see who was talking after the game?
Yeah,
tonight?
but here, yeah, exactly. But you know how many? This is the comparison I'm gonna make, and it's not the same scale by any means. But you'll understand this, and our audience will probably understand this to a degree. When I have a bad weekend of betting, which I just did, do you know how little I want to go on our show and talk about it?
Yes.
I don't. But you know what I do? I sack up and I go on our show and I talk about it. And I get after a tough loss, a bad stretch of games, a bad stretch of gambling, whatever. The last thing you want to do is get back in the saddle. But you know what? The thing to do as, a leader or someone who has a show or someone who's on a team or someone who's the captain, whatever, you get back on the saddle. And the fact that you guys only want to talk when things are going peachy, what does that say to your teammates, your fans, any team that's playing you? Not good things.
It's not good things. There was something that Steve Kerr said before the game tonight where he talked about it saying it's perfectly natural for them to have a little bit of an emotional hangover. and maybe not be at their best game after game. I've seen that a million times in this league. And, a lot of the Celtics have been down in performance compared to last year, but there was one guy, you mentioned it, who had a pretty good game off the bench tonight, Sam Hauser.
Yeah.
If I'm going to take anything away from tonight's win, it's that.
Yeah, I agree, because Sam Hauser was that guy for a little while. I remember earlier this season when he was draining threes for a couple weeks. If you can get guys like that activated when you're not getting production anywhere else, I think that that's super important. Because Peyton Pritchard has, ebbed and flowed throughout the season too. And if you can get someone like Sam Hauser to be consistent, if you can get Peyton Pritchard to be consistent again, that helps.
Look at the box score tonight on Peyton Pritchard, 9 assists.
Yep.
Got back into. I know that people are going to roll their eyes at this comment. You ready for this, Kendra?
Is it an Urban Meyer comment again?
No. The Celtics go as their pieces go. Like when Peyton Pritchard is putting double digits off the bench and Sam Hauser is playing good defense and knocking down threes and Derek White's doing all the dirty work and Drew Holiday plays as like the defensive leader, it's all going well, right? Like Tatum's consistently almost a triple-double guy a night. Jaylen Brown chips in with his, 18 points. He doesn't have to be the three-point shooter. They haven't been right as starters. Like the other night, they were without Horford and Porzingis because they don't want to play him back-to-backs. Tonight, this was the first. This is what the Celtics look like. And again, we were mad. This is what they look like when they're fully healthy. Tonight is the
That's not going to win you a championship.
Shooting 40% from three is not going to win you a championship. The way that they look tonight, this is the first game. I think this has been the 5th or 6th time this year they've had their starting 5 and bench fully together. And they lost. Tonight they beat the Warriors by 4. I'm trying to find. I'm hurting myself reaching here, Kendra. But this is the first time this year that the team has been fully together and has fully played a rotation, and they won by 40 points.
I get it. This Warriors team is not, and I get that they won by 40.
Oh, yeah.
Anytime, it's hard to crap on them for that, but it's just like this Warriors team, it's hard for me to be anything other than eh.
So I don't have much.
Green Team Joe.
I don't have much, but all I can say is this. All I can tell you is this. They played their full rotation. Everybody was healthy, and they won by 40 points.
Warriors are 9th in the Western Conference.
You're absolutely right. Did they tap out tonight? Did the Warriors tap out tonight?
Yeah.
Did Steph Curry tap out?
Steph gave up.
People get on me for saying when the Celtics play their brand of basketball, and I say that they tap out. I'm telling you right now, the Warriors tapped out tonight.
Is Steph getting old?
You know what?
Because LeBron doesn't look like he's aged, but Steph does.
The question is, the answer, he is getting old. Do you still want him taking that shot late in the game? No.
I wouldn't sign him to a new deal, like a new big deal.
Well, he just got a.
I know, but like in 2 years, what is it? He's got 2 years left on this.
$60 million or
I
something
think
his final year.
There's no way that no. LeBron doesn't look like he's aged much in the last 5 or 6 years. Steph has really hit that curve.
Talk about two completely different players, LeBron and Steph, huh?
Well, I'm just saying, like, LeBron doesn't look like he's aged, and I think that he plays this isn't even an I think. He plays a style of game where your age should show more than it does, where Steph doesn't.
Hey, Stenberg, you got that quote? Today's the day you want to hear from Steve Kerr today, excuse me?
Yes, I do.
Today's the day you want to hear from Steve Kerr, huh?
I always want to hear from him.
Okay, let's hear from Steve Kerr.
So if you go to the finals and come back the next year, you're right back at base camp, and that's intimidating. And especially for the Celtics, they've been at it for 7-8 years, playing deep into the postseason. And it's not like this was a brand new team last year winning it all. They've had to fight through a lot of difficult seasons. So perfectly natural for them to have a little bit of an emotional hangover and maybe not be at their best game after game. I've seen that a million times in this league. So, but what I would expect is, come playoff time, they'll be ready to roll.
Meh.
But like I respect him on the topic because who would know better than him in the last 10 years?
Damn right. Any political stuff in there today? Because we don't do politics on the night show, in case you want to know that.
I did know that.
Okay, cool. I don't know. It's funny. The 2 nights that the Celtics played the Warriors, one was the night of the vote. Everybody voted, and next is the. It's just what? How did that work out? Who did the schedule? It's just things I think about. That we don't.
I wouldn't have even thought of that.
Well, you know what? This is why I'm here.
Joe doesn't do politics, but he knows these things.
Yes, I do. I do know things, though.
I do. Joe knows things.
I know things.
Joe knows.
First quarter, Ohio State, Notre Dame. Notre Dame receiving the football in first possession, first down.
Oof.
We're watching the game on like a Skycast. What is this?
I don't know. I kind of like it, though.
I'm actually enjoying it myself. What else did I want to get into on the NBA stuff? Oh, yeah. So today is a big day in the NBA. For all those who care, the Cavaliers did win, but I watched the Minnesota Timberwolves versus the Grizzlies. Everybody loves Anthony Edwards. He's like the greatest player in the world and all that stuff. See that final shot he took at the end of the game?
You told me you were going to want to talk about this.
He had 32 points, and he was great, but he shot 3 of 8 from downtown and missed the game-winning shot, and I hear how clutch he is and how great he is, and I don't know, watch them lose to the Memphis Grizzlies today. So as much as I hear about the great...
The Grizzlies are not a bad team, though.
Very good.
They're a good team, yeah. People slept on them a lot in the offseason the last 2 years and some of the trades they made, and obviously everything going on with Ja Morant and whatever, but they got a lot better, and they got a lot better quick.
I know Edie didn't have a great day, but I think he's been a great pickup for them.
Heck yeah.
Everybody probably remembers him from his college days there. We got a couple of minutes to go before we take a break. Get the national championship game on. Bruins won today.
Good for Charlie Coyle. That's what I'm going to say about that. He's been sick. He didn't skate the other day. Had a huge day today. I get that the Sharks aren't the best, but congratulations to Charlie Coyle.
Scored the game-tying goal, then the game-winning goal in the third period. The Bruins scored 4 goals in the third period today at home. They went on a stretch of like 3 weeks where they didn't even score a goal in the third period at home. So to get 4 in one period, even though 2 were empty netters, one by Brad Marchand, who was benched the other night. Which is, no one's talked about. Do you know that he got benched in overtime the other night?
I did not know this.
Benched. Just, hey, why didn't Marchand play in overtime? Coach's decision.
Oh, I did see this. Yes, I saw his post-game interview about it, yes.
When you mentioned Coyle, that's why I wanted to bring up. There
was like a playoff game or something on that night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I didn't watch it. But I saw
it was that night.
I saw Sacco talking about it.
Yeah, I see Ty Anderson tweet about it. That's about it'll be football tweets all night, and then I'll get that Kevin Majore, Ty Anderson tweet all the time.
I have Ty's notifications on.
There you go. But that's how I found out about it. But yeah, he was benched, and the reason why I wanted to bring up Coyle in Marchand was because they've slid Matt Patra.
I know.
To center.
Yeah.
Coyle's not playing wing. Joe Sacco. I don't think that Montgomery wanted to do this. I don't think he thought that the kid was ready. But you need a second line wing, right?
But
why not move Coyle to wing?
That's been the argument this entire time, though, is that, okay, yeah, the Bruins have sucked at drafting for a long time. That's kind of been the ongoing narrative. But they were never really willing to give the guys in Providence a real shot. They never worked on developing the talent. That's been a huge issue with the Bruins for a long time. And I hope that Matty P stays up here. I think he's earned his spot.
Plus, you put him with Marchand who protect him in Coyle? Where was this?
They did not set the P. Bruins kids up for success for a long time.
And I will say this, like, you heard about Fabian Lysell and when are they going to see these guys? This is the guy. Like, they need to fill the right wing or the wing of the top line or second line, excuse me. Coyle has probably been the answer. And he responded with that whole goal scored tonight. Patra, I think, assisted.
He had 2 assists.
Marchand had the goal. I know it's the empty netter, but still. Did they find something here? So this is why I think the Joe Sacco move has helped.
Do you think that he's earned his keep? Because I have a hard time saying yes.
I think last year they saw his talent. They thought he could be like the third-line center and protect him. He got hurt.
I'm talking about Sacco.
Oh, Sacco. Oh, God. You know what's funny? He's had an opportunity before. I don't know. Like
we're in sports radio, Joe. You gotta have a take. Give it to me.
No. My take is that are the Bruins going to get the most out of Joe Sacco to like become a Stanley Cup contender? No. But do I think they could like for maybe trade off some pieces, play down a couple of years, and he kind of build some of these guys up find their guy?
I hate to say it, they gotta get rid of somebody big. They need to shake it up.
Mine's McAvoy.
Yeah.
Has Sacco done anything to lose his job? No. But for the Bruins,
he hasn't done anything to earn it either.
Well, I think he can hold it. I think he's done enough to hold it. But if they want to be a Stanley Cup-driven team, does Joe Sacco scream to you as that head coach? No. But has he done anything at all, I guess is your point, Kendra? Has he done anything to lose it or keep it? No. So therefore, you can move on from him.
Yeah.
But
that's where I'm at.
I'm giving him credit. I think this is a move that they made. Maybe it was Sweeney. Maybe it was Sacco. I don't know. But I like it. And I'm going to give them credit for it. And then when they go and lose 4 in a row, I'll say he sucks, and then they got to get somebody else. So, yes, my take is Joe Sacco, not the guy to get them to the next Stanley Cup.
I agree.
All right, we'll leave it at that then. National Championships on. We'll get a headline coming up. Kendra's here. We're here for another hour. And, hey, the phone calls. 617-779-0985. You can tweet at us as well. We're live watching the game and look at Notre Dame, huh? Moving the football. We'll tell you what the score is and headlines coming up in just a minute on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
You're listening to Joe Murray on 98.5. You're listening to Joe Murray on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles one home at a time. Hey, it's Zoe, and Oakers Technologies has a long history of helping businesses stay future-ready as their single-source IT partner, providing everything from full IT infrastructure to everyday AV needs. And they're hyper-focused on managed IT services that feel easy and simple from a single point of contact. Their ProCare support team are the people behind the technology that make sure that you have a custom approach to the support and resources you need to keep your business future-ready with Oakers Technologies, proud partner of your New England Patriots.
Hi, this is Bob Sosi, voice of New England football. You've heard me talk about ClearPath for veterans and safety insurance. Now New Hampshire residents can also support our veterans and save on auto insurance. ClearPath for Veterans is working with safety insurance to help New England veterans at the resource centers in Devens, Massachusetts and Manchester, New Hampshire. Safety policyholders can make a $50 tax-deductible donation to ClearPath and earn a 5% discount on your safety automobile insurance. New Hampshire and Massachusetts residents can say thanks to those who serve and get rewarded. Visit safetyforvets.com.
Tip off every Celtics game all season long with great tasting, less filling Miller Lite, the original light beer. Miller Lite, official partner of the 2024 World Champion Boston Celtics. When it's game time, it's Miller time, Celtics fans.
Waiting for your electrical supplies during the day or sitting in traffic is for the birds. Use the GCE Night Train from Granite City Electric and get access to over $50 million in local inventory with a free guaranteed overnight delivery of your electrical supplies anywhere in New England. So avoid wasting time waiting in line and sitting in traffic. Order by 5 p.m. and you'll have your materials the next morning by 6 a.m. guaranteed. Visit GCENightTrain.com to get on board the GCE Night Train today. Granite City Electric, proud partner of the Boston Bruins Radio Network.
Now Taxes is 100% free when you file in the TurboTax app if you didn't file with us last year.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, just do your own taxes in the app by 2/18.
What if I have lots of forms?
All good, all 100% free.
What if I had 3 jobs?
Still 100% free.
What if I once saw Bigfoot?
That has nothing to do with taxes, so still 100% free.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
Now this is taxes. See if you qualify in the TurboTax app. Excludes TurboTax Live. Must start and file in app by 2/18.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. Your home for every Patriots game.
It's going to look different, and it's going to smell different.
WBZ-FM and HD Boston 98.5, the Sports Hub. Beasley Media Group Station. Sports Hub headlines.
All right, Bruins winners today, 6-3 over San Jose. They got 2 goals from Charlie Coyle, including the game winner. They're off until Wednesday night when they take on New Jersey. The Celtics won by 40 points tonight over the Golden State Warriors. Yes, the Warriors, of course, were without Draymond Green in that one, but they got 20 points each from their big three in Porzingis, Tatum, and Jaylen Brown. Patriots making a move today. Well, they're keeping one of their coaches. They are retaining special teams coordinator Jeremy Springer. Ben Johnson's been named the new head coach of the Chicago Bears. And the national championship in college football underway. Notre Dame leads Ohio State 7-0 with 5 minutes to go. Riley Leonard with a rushing touchdown. Headlines, they are brought to you by... I'll tell you that in a second. They're brought to you by our good friends over at, well, I don't know.
Awaken 180.
Hey, Stenberg, thank you, sir. Brought to you by Awaken 180 Weight Loss, being more healthy, eating better, losing weight. Are you accomplishing your New Year's goals? It's 10 times easier with help at awaken180weightloss.com. I'm Joe Murray with an assist from Matt Stenberg here on 98.5 The Sports.
You want to talk sports? We want to talk sports.
Squeeze the chicken and open the mouth.
It's like we were meant for each other.
This is why you need us.
98.5, The Sports Hub. Everybody knows Joe.
Just keeps getting better.
Joe Murray on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Morning, wondering what Liv Schatz is thinking.
Never once. Never, not once.
And they never say a thing.
I love Dan. I have love for Dan. I do not want to be in. I do not want to be in Dan's brain.
How do you think he's feeling right now with Ohio State?
Probably very anxious.
How many people you know have Ohio State today, including yourself?
Everyone. Everyone. I have the over, and I have Ohio State.
I took the over because I want Notre Dame, but I'm not stupid. I like money.
Same. I emotionally hedged myself. I have Ohio State, but I went with the over because I'm cheering for the Catholics.
So what happened there? I missed the drive as Notre Dame took the opening possession for a touchdown. It looks
Riley Leonard rushing touchdown.
So Will Howard gets all the hype, the big Ohio State quarterback transfer from Kansas State. Riley Leonard, for those who don't know much about him, was a star standout at Duke, got hurt, though, at the end of last year. I believe they almost knocked off Florida State at the end of the year. He transferred, and they struggled a little bit at Texas A&M, I believe, the first game of the year. They had a hiccup. When I say hiccup, against Northern Illinois, which how many teams lose to a MAC team and are in the national championship game?
0.
How many teams lose to their rival who are unranked at home and go to the national championship game?
I'd say there's probably been a few.
That lose. If Ohio State lost to Michigan, they would never make the championship game.
I'm pretty sure Alabama lost to Auburn one of the years that they...
In the Iron Bowl?
Yeah.
And then went to the...
yeah.
I'll have to look that up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 2017, 2018.
Well, happened also one year. I think LSU beat Alabama, and then Alabama played LSU, something.
And Auburn, and I don't think Auburn was ranked at the time. That was like one of the Kerryon Johnson years.
Oh. He was good.
With Jarrett Stidham, maybe?
That's a good question. But they also lost to who earlier in the year?
Who are you talking about?
Ohio State.
Oh, yeah. By a point on the road.
So I guess I should have rephrased. How many people had 2 losses, including one of them their rival, and still made the national championship?
I would say there's probably been a couple.
The only thing is that my point is this can only happen with the college football playoff.
Yes, without a doubt. Because that was everyone's argument against it, is that you can be a 2-win team now. You don't have to be perfect, blah, blah, blah. But with all this conference realignment crap and the transfer portal and just all of this nonsense, this was the only way it was going to be. I hate the transfer portal. I hate the rules about it. I get the kids should have the right to make money off of their image, unlike, the university shouldn't have access to that, whatever. But this crap has gotten way too, I can't deal with it.
I think it's going to help the NFL draft, though. They showed a number of players or underclassmen that went for the NFL draft this year, and it was like 55.
Well, you and I also went into depth last year when I was on your show before the draft about how many of these quarterbacks that go to 2 different schools wind up being better in the NFL.
We did have this conversation.
Yeah. I want to circle back to this really quick. I think that Riley Leonard probably wound up leaving Duke, one, because he got a better offer because he did play so well last year, but also because Mike Elko was leaving.
Yep. And in fairness, generally when a coach left a program, there was a window for people to leave. I know that the NIL, though, definitely was the reason why. But, I thought Notre Dame was a decent team last year, but Sam Hartman
no clutch
didn't
gene.
Really, I think he got cut. It might be in the league somewhere.
He, I think, is with the Commanders,
Washington,
no?
I think he might be like their practice squad quarterback or something like that. That's interesting. Multiple school, because Will Howard, Kansas State. Jaden Daniels, right?
All these guys. Joe Burrow, like all of them.
Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
Not Drake May. Even though he had committed to Alabama, he never went.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence didn't. I'm trying to think of other people. I mean, yeah, we went through the list last year.
Michael Penix, Indiana, Washington. Bo Nix.
Yep.
Auburn.
Yeah, what a sad time that was for
Kendra
me.
went to Auburn, everybody. Was it Jared Stidham years?
No, I had Sean White and Malik Willis.
Ooh, Malik.
And I had somebody else. I don't remember who. Who was before Bo Nix?
Was it the horrible coach that's now at UCF there?
Yes, it was Mike. Or Malzahn. Gus Malzahn.
Gus Malzahn, who I despise his visor.
Why?
I don't know.
I'm
not a visor guy.
Why?
Out on visor.
Do you think it sunburns the middle of your head?
No. John Gruden wore a visor 23 years ago on yesterday's date when I went to the snow game against the Patriots. Lane Kiffin wears a visor, even though he's like the anti-hero now.
I was there with 2 years with Jarrett Stidham. I lied.
Wow. Visor. I always hated Steve Spurrier's visor. Always. Phil Mickelson wears a visor. Who else got a visor, Stenberg?
I was just going to say, wear a full hat like an adult.
Doug Peterson.
Oh, Doug Peterson visor.
Big visor
out.
guy.
See you later, big boy.
Before
was Doug Marone a visor
Sirianni
guy?
Used to wear a visor.
Who did?
What's that?
Before he shaved his head, Sirianni used to wear a visor.
Oh, wow. Well,
I didn't know that about him.
He's questionable still with his play calls.
Do you think he's suspect?
He is suspect, but I will say this. He has a nice resume. Like, on the surface, going to a Super Bowl, going to 2 NFC Championship games in a Super Bowl, looks good.
Let me ask you this. Because I said this during the regular season and people came for me a little bit. If he got eliminated before a conference championship round, do you think he would have been fired?
Yeah.
I think so, too.
I think if they found a better candidate, they would have hired somebody this year.
I don't know.
There was the owner and him literally were in a meeting about coming back or not. I feel like it's always on the quarterback. Like Jalen Hurts finally played well. Jalen Hurts yesterday, I thought, by the way, him talking in postgame, I think he took a hit.
Oh, yeah.
And
he was off a perk for sure.
Yes.
He was off a perk.
I thought that he was in La La Land. He was in La La Land.
Yes.
He was like, yeah. Thank God
Have
we
you
got
ever taken a Percocet?
I have never.